We are hard live.
Live.
Going live. You're live.
Okay.
It's alive. You might want to mute that stream preview. Oh, it already is.
Cool.
All right. Sick. Let's play some goddamn Red Dead Redemption. Hell yeah. Oh, that's on screen too right
This is
now.
fortunate.
So
That's
close
just-
all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want my RAM to be taken up too much.
It's
a large image.
There we go. It's a large image. Despite how short it is, it does take up a lot of space on your computer. It's like not. It's not a large It's a small picture that takes up a large amount of data.
Wide load.
Strangely.
Hey guys, just real quick, welcome to the stream. Check out this Lego plane I built today.
Lego plane.
Watch this. Isn't that so
Well,
cool?
since there's already a bunch of people here, we might as well just go straight into explaining the double raffle that's going on tonight. Because we are raffling off there's two separate raffles that are going all night. So every time you make a donation of $2 or more to the Superchat or to the PayPal email that's linked in the description, digibromlp@gmail.com, you will be entered into one of these two raffles. So you need to specify which one you're in.
No, you only have to specify that you're doing
Yes.
the Ralph one.
If you're doing the Ralph one, I mean to say. If you do not say in Ralph in any way, shape, or form in your things, and we know there are more than one way to say Ralph. You know, like if you say short man shirt or gunt or anything like that, it will be taken as a Ralph submission. Anything else will be taken as a submission for the other 11 items. That's right.
Hold on, let me show off
There
the
are
Ralph shirt. Okay.
11 items in the other raffle.
This
Here's the
beautiful
Ralph
shirt
shirt.
that Ralph ripped off of Bird, tried to rip off of Bird. Ironically says White Urban Trash on the back.
Yes.
Do you want to explain
This-
the origin
so
story of
this
this
is
White
actually-
Urban Trash shirt?
Yeah, this shirt is... It's really sad that this happened to this shirt because this comes from the early 90s. These two guys who my parents knew had a brand called White Urban Trash that was touring with Lalapalooza in 95, which my parents were running a clothes stall for a brand called Pernici at the time. And, like, they had some of this stuff that's been kicking around my parents' closet for, like, the last 20 years. So we put this on Bird. It looks fantastic. He loves the message, of course. And then the most White Urban Trash thing imaginable happened
Yes.
to the
I
shirt.
love all the comments saying we're
Within
white
a
trash.
week.
It's hilarious.
Within 1 week, the most White Urban Trash thing possible happened to this
So,
thing.
you can't see it on camera. There's a little bit of blood over here, and since Bird didn't
There's also
bleed
some-
from the
yeah.
face, we are confident that it is Ralph's
It
blood.
is Ralph's blood is on this shirt.
wanna get it
has
tested
not been
or
washed, and it
clone
will
him?
not be washed.
You can see if he has AIDS or
Yes.
like if you can make a taller version of him with cloning tech, like a little sea monkey version of him.
We have the technology.
This shirt, Mint, go ahead and show off the other stuff.
Wait. There's like, hold on. I want to make sure that like we're audible. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure everything's working because nobody has sent any super chats yet, and I'm like, maybe they don't know what we're talking about.
Stop going.
Sure.
Here's a shirt that
This-
is going to be part of one of the raffles.
This
Hey,
is
I'm
the
Grump.
Hey I'm Grump t-shirt, which is the original one.
Yep. There's this.
That is the OG Gundam RX-78. This came in like one of those Nerd Cube, something like that. It was like a rip-off Loot Crate that gave me a deal to review one of their things, which incidentally is the only place this shirt has ever come from. So it actually is kind of a weird, rare shirt that people have asked me, how do I get this many times, that I'm like, I don't think you can. So you could potentially win that. Actually, I don't think you could get any of these shirts like in a store except for maybe maybe like one. This is Munchy's old Kirby shirt that I emblazoned an encyclopedia.zone logo onto. It's pretty fucking ripped up from the intensity of Munchy, but it's still extremely wearable and comfortable, very large. This is a Mio Akiyama custom shirt that was made by a fan of mine who sent it to me in a just in the PO box one time. A little big for me now though. Totozilla, probably my favorite shirt ever. It's Totoro as Godzilla, and he's stomping around I don't know, probably Tokyo and LA at the same time or something. I bought that in LA at some cool shop where I got one of the pairs of sunglasses. The Andrew WK Pinkie Pie Party Hard shirt. This is an official Andrew WK shirt with Pinkie Pie bleeding from the fucking face that says Party Hard on it. Because, as reality has it, Andrew WK actually went to Brony conventions and talked about how he is the reincarnation of Pinkie Pie. This is the Lucky Ava shirt, which is the two sisters from Lucky Star dressed as the Ava pilots hugging each other. I wore this in front of the character designer for the rebuild of Evangelion movies in a circle of 7 people while he talked about how Moe was the cancer ruining anime and staring at my shirt baffled until he had to say something about it because he couldn't wrap his mind around how it existed. This is a custom-made Fooly Cooly shirt that a fan sent in with Mamimi and the Never Knows Best cigarette. One of the most iconic shots from the show. This Fooly Cooly blue shirt with Mamimi giving a light to Kanti. It's one that people have asked me about many, many times, and I don't know where you can get it other than here.
There's 2 sides.
This is one that says Digibro in goofy, this is poster like paint stuff or whatever, like fabric paint rather, and then there's a Mewtwo on the back. May designed this. I have no desire to ever wear it again, so you can have an original May shirt. And the Haruhara Haruko versus the World t-shirt. This is Scott Pilgrim and Fooly Cooly combined, so it's pretty based. And those are the 11 shirts that a $2 super chat, which doesn't in any way indicate a desire to have Ralph's shirt, will enter you in a raffle to get.
Yeah. The default is the Bees merch, the old Digibro merch, and then if you specify the raffle, if you want to be part of the raffle, you can get your name put in this alcohol box. Cheap garbage people alcohol with a really short guy on the side. So, imagine drinking Bush. Fucking.
I only drink Guinness.
And I am tweeting.
So what's going on in the game? We've moved on from the town of Rhodes as both the Braithwaites and the Greys have realized that we were playing them the whole time, and that then they all tried to kill us, basically. Ooh la la.
Alright,
Anyway,
we got $2 from
we're now-
Lemony Midnight Canadian saying, "Hi, what's up?" Yo.
We're now in the town of Saint Denis, where Dutch and I, Arthur Morgan, are trying to... Arthur Morgan and Dutch are trying to establish themselves as people who do work and recover John Marston, the protagonist of Red Dead Redemption, and his child, Jack. I think his name's Jack.
Simon with $2 says, "After the Pinky shirt, won't spend as much tonight, though."
That's good. Thank you for not.
Yeah, Simon already won twice in the last... By the way, I mean, let me rephrase that. Simon, our returning champion, won 2 out of 4 of last night's prize. Not last night. It
2
feels
nights
like
ago.
one long night to me, but...
It's been a long
Kevin D gave us $20. Says 5 entries for Fooly Cooly. So, okay, I guess I will count that as 5 entries.
$2
Sick.
entry, right?
Yeah,
That's also $20, so...
that's a valid way to submit.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of even more convenient than if they come in staggered. Here, I'll hand you that strip.
Well, and also, you guys should be wary that some people had their cards like give them trouble because they were just like pounding the pay button.
Right, yeah.
So if you want to send like $60, you probably shouldn't do it in $2 form.
Yeah,
Super chats.
you
should probably
will.
just
You
send
will
$60.
eventually get it. Get banknotes. We
Yeah.
found out
So
last
just
time.
do whatever's best for you.
Myla Roxington with $2 says, "Do it for Munchy. Hashtag Munchy will rise again." Munchy is always arisen. There has never been a fall. Myla Roxington.
I should just give it a shot. I think so. Just keep it cool.
We'll play a different
You know
game
what I
when
mean?
Bird beats this one. He only plays on stream, so really it's like
I'm
we
not
haven't been
allowed.
streaming enough for him to play it all.
Yeah, I'm just
mean,
not allowed to play video games unless
In my
I'm on
opinion,
stream.
streaming is meant to be done in arcs where like you play a game for like a month and like
Yeah.
everybody kind of gets engrossed in like the experience of getting through that game together.
Yo,
you
Kino,
know?
what up, bro?
Some people are always going to be paying more attention to the game than others.
I just got paid, and it felt so good.
How much for a breakfast with Munchy?
I'm sorry. Please excuse me. I
How's
seem to have some very
what's going on at this
customers.
bar, Bird?
I'm trying to get whiskey. Last time I did this, it froze, so I had to restart from the checkpoint. So now we're seeing if I can get some whiskey. $1 for whiskey.
Wow.
Simon had said y'all should advertise the Ralph shirt raffle on the farms. I don't think you have to advertise something on the farms. They'll do it themselves when they realize that it's happening. Kulix with $2 says, Corby.
Corby.
Wrong take.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Who's asking?
Me. I'm
I
asking.
don't have one.
No.
For you.
Leave
You
it,
owe me a
Fred.
coffee.
What do you mean leave it?
Look, I don't know what business you're in, but leave it, Fred. You
Uh,
and your pal
It's coffee time.
Naga Nohara with DOP 114. I don't know what DOP is, but it says this should be around US $2. So, cool.
Big, Italian spaghetti eating long streak of piss big. It makes my skin crawl.
I'll take
DOP is the Dominican peso.
Ooh,
Ah.
fun fact.
You know what I mean, friend?
Gabriel Wilkes with $10 says, Blessed be the Yig Dynasty and
I reckon
Cantan.
you talk to them kids in the alley, they'll know how.
So yeah, I guess we're just gonna
So-
continue counting like,
That'd be 5 entries.
okay, we'll keep doing it that way.
Yeah, that's how we're doing it.
Gabriel
But I mean,
Wilkes.
you know, $3 is one entry.
Right.
Yeah.
$5 is like, you know,
Yeah,
you
no
want
half
to ask a
measures.
question. $15 is you want to rant. That type shit. All right. 2 is a ticket. 5 is if you want to ask questions about shit.
If-
15 is if you want to rant about shit.
If you want to rant, will you still be entered in the raffle?
Yes.
Yeah, all those levels also are a ticket. So if you have a rant and you wanted it to be like an Ethan Ralph submission, then give your rant in the super chat and then immediately reply like also lol, put it in the small guy box.
Alright.
Or you can just
$3
put
from
4-8
Alex
in
Zybarth
thing
says
to
shirts.
indicate it's Ralph. You don't have to put his whole name, just put for 4-8.
I thought it was 4-7.
He hasn't been 4-8 long enough. He's 4-8 right now. He'll be 4-7 by the end of the stream.
He was 4-5 on my Twitter earlier.
Okay, go back over the rules from the top because people.
Hold up,
here
I got
again.
2 more
Yeah, that's fine.
submissions. Co-pilot Coco says, Fooly Cooly shirt, what are the rules? Do you want to go over the rules while I write these people's names down?
No, hurry up and write the names down and then go over the rules.
Co,
I don't know why you even read that one after I told you what it said.
Co.
I told you what it said.
And Lemony Midnight with Canadian $5 says, I don't even really care about the raffle, I just like donating to people. Well, you're going in there anyway. Because
Why are they letting me
you're a
do
kind person, and you can resell it yourself if you want. And Jackson Allen with $3. Get me one of those Digi shirts, y'all. Alright, so the rules. God damn, my fucking throat.
COVID!
I'm gonna take some drinks first.
Ben,
Really become quite the
get that box of sodas.
Walk up to any man with a ring on
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Seen any kids around here?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just through that archway there.
So, the rules of this competition are as follows. All super chats of $2 or more are submissions, and if you give $4, then that's 2 submissions. If you give $6, that's 3 submissions. Every $2 you give is another submission into a contest to win
We'll take you to a
either
low cost.
1 out of the
I
11
reckon I can.
classic Digibro shirts that are being auctioned off tonight.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Those include
You
this
don't
Hey
want
I'm
pain,
Grump
then I
shirt.
wanna
It's the
walk.
original Aaron Hansen. Gonna have to go through these really fast this time. Haru Haru Haruko versus the World, which is
This way.
space.
Let's go,
This
mister.
Digibro shirt that
You
May
going
made. It's got Mewtwo on the back. this fully cooly long one. Just go through them as fast as you can. I will literally just bam, fully coolly, custom made, fucking Lucky Ava. It's Lucky Star and Evangelion for some reason. This one is Pinkie Pie Bleeding from the Face, made by Angie WK. You've got Totozilla, which is Totoro and Godzilla in one being. That's Mio Akiyama from K-On!, a custom shirt. That's Munchy's old Kirby shirt, and also there's the RX-71, the original Gundam. All rare, all basically really super fucking hard to find.
But none quite as rare.
None quite so rare as if you are to specify that you want the Ralph shirt through any kind of Ralph-related memes in your super chat. This is the shirt that Bird was wearing when he fought Ethan Ralph, punched him in the face several times, got his blood on the shirt, still there.
My arm became a
If
sledgehammer.
you want to get Ethan Ralph's blood tested for some reason. And it says White Urban Trash on the back and front. It's really a
It was a beautiful
fantastic
shirt. It's really a good accessory if you wear a shirt under it, if you're trying to get into somewhere to eat or something. It's a lot of fun. And I mean, it couldn't have had a fate more fit than what it says. These kids have just stolen my wallet, so I've got to chase them.
The May shirt is cursed, someone said. Simon with $10 says, let's just do a batch of 5 for the Digi shirts. This is my last super chat. I will not be the juggernaut tonight. Maybe Thomas Angst will get his chance tonight. At Riley, DM me if I win, okay?
Got you.
5 Simons.
You give that back.
There you go. Then we've got $5 from Blast Hard Lift. Put me in, coach. Now, just so you know, because every submission is $2, like going for 6 or 4 will have more meaning.
It just lets us know that you're giving us $1 because you love us.
It's true.
Bastard got off.
I just want to make sure everyone's clear and getting their money's worth, you know.
That shit went that way. Thanks for the help, man.
The Shots Machine 33 with $6, 3 entries for a fan-made FLCL. I love what y'all are doing. Keep it up.
Anyone complaining about like super chatting to get responses on the stream, like clearly doesn't know how like a raffle stream would work. I get that you don't know how to make money or don't have money or just don't want to give us money, but like go somewhere else. What are you fucking talking? You can't complain about the thing as it is. You're here for this purpose. Enjoy or don't. Just enjoy the show.
Wyatt the Word Weaver with $10 says, everyone who punched Ralph deserves more money than this. I salute y'all. I'll take that as a Ralph entry.
Yes, that is.
I hope you get that shirt. Multiple entries, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 entries. Fucking based. I know that guy. He was a patron.
Oh, that didn't work.
Roundabout way.
Yeah, it's fucking...
This is the Ralph box?
Yep. Copilot Coco with $10 says, Furikuri Furikura, I already own the Haruko shirt. Well, I hope you don't win that one.
Check
We'll-
Patreon. I mean, PayPal. Check
Yeah.
I will.
It sometimes takes a second for PayPal to send the email, but she is keeping track of that stuff.
Bird, what's going on in this game right now?
I'm chasing a kid who knows where Jack Marston, John Marston's kid, is, and also he's stolen my wallet, so I can't let him get away.
Sorry, some of these are kind of close together. Alright, so now I'm gonna go over to the PayPal.
Thanks, back.
Get off me, mister.
Yes, we've got some entries here. Looks like there's... I already wrote to that one.
Bronte,
At home.
where?
Big
Love your
house
work.
on
Can I enter the
Flavian
11
Street,
Yeah,
opposite
that's the
the
one I
park.
did before the stream. And
Okay.
then this one says, tasteless.
Welcome to San
Name
Denis,
tasteless.
mister.
Alright,
It's quite a town.
down.
Get lost.
That's It's a very proper way to do the name. Please, if you do PayPal submissions, do the name like that. Name, tasteless, right at the top. Just want to say I'm loving all the Golden Witch and Yig music. You have always been one of my favorite artists, so keep it up. Entering the raffle for one of the 11 shirts. Thank you very much, Tasteless. We are currently in the middle of producing an album, literally as we speak, because our producer is right over there doing that. Cranberry Dave, who was one of the hero who shouted out, he shouted, give me a Christ is King.
I like to call him Double O Dave.
Yeah, pulls out flashlight. He's 5'2", dude. Fucking,
Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan, yeah. Alright, we got a few more.
But yeah, we hit up a bunch of record stores in the area, and we got some gems. I'm currently sampling vinyl that Louis Farrakhan, Reverend Louis Farrakhan, did a speech like 50, 60 years ago. It's gonna be fucking based.
I also picked up a record that is titled, and I quote, "Trombones!" exclamation point. We also, at the first record/bookstore, picked up Hamilton and Grant by Ron Chernow, and I read the first 50, 60 pages of Grant. It's pretty interesting.
Here's that trombones.
Oh, look at it. Look at the beauty here. Ladies and gentlemen. Trombones. Featuring Frank West on the flutes.
We had a $2 from Nonagon. Haven't followed the channel in a bit, but I'll enter. I don't know if your name's a reference to Nonagon Infinity, but we were hearing that in the record store today that Dave and I were in when we got those records. Butthole Weeb with $5. Beehole is Melian. Give me a shirt or I come for you. Also, anime in 2021 blows. Watch Wonder Egg. It's AOTY, no cap. I've heard as much. Anthemic Lullaby with $2 says China Suede.
I cannot decide which I
So,
like
yeah.
less.
Landonime.
Swamps or the city. Both are full of parasites,
Wants us to do like a buffalo eating party.
And I got this. Anybody knows Trombone Shorty?
Trombone Shorty for true.
Yeah.
far from
This is my favorite
real open country.
album by him. Favorite song, Big 12. Listen to Trombone Shorty.
Out of the damn
I
way.
didn't realize it was like an album in the new.
I'm actually Trombone
Because
Tolly.
I just picked up like some stuff that had cool looking album covers basically, and I have no idea what any of it's gonna sound like.
I did not know it existed on vinyl form, but I saw it and I was like, I gotta get this. I've been listening to this since middle school.
Berserk Chip with $5 says, not a raffle entry, but I just want to say that Christ is King is just do you know the way, but less funny. Do you know the way?
Do you know the way? Do you not know
Do you know
the
the way?
Ugandan Knuckles meme?
Oh, is that? I don't know that one that well.
Yeah, B, we watched Jojo Rabbit last night, and B had to say, oh, that woman looks familiar. And I go, that's Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I was like, what movie have I seen her in? And then, like, after you told me that, I realized that the reason I couldn't tell who it was is that I thought it was Taylor Swift. But, like, I couldn't convince... Like, my brain's like, wires are crossed here. Who is this same-faced woman? She looks a lot like Taylor Swift in that movie.
There's a,
In my mind, anyway. Trip with Canadian 252 says, shout out to Mint for making Gunt Bleed Gunt entry. Excellent.
yeah, thank you.
Absolute unit mint salad.
You boys ready? Of course.
How many entries is that?
What else do you know about this guy?
Canadian 50.
Not much.
252.
252,
So probably one.
Wait, hold on.
It says $2.52.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I said
Listen,
5. I saw 5.
we go
Alright.
in there.
I'm dumb.
It's not Mint's job to read the prices.
Yeah.
Boys gonna
So
get
stop
shot
trying to,
out
man.
there,
Just look pretty and jump more.
Here, have you seen this
Yeah.
plane?
Play with
Two-
the plane.
252 Canadian is $2 US.
Mint, sit here and play with the plane.
Okay.
Show it off. Show all of its features.
Are you coming or not? We waited long enough for you already.
Playing time. Oh wow, there's Legos here. Yeah.
By the way, in our chat, we have 2 rules. No transphobia and no concern trolling. So just so you know, you can be banned for... I mean, you will on site be banned for transphobia, but
Right.
concern trolling is a case by case. I leave it up to the mods basis.
Oh, and I'm the mod. Superchats.
Yeah.
Concern trolling is really stupid, so if you're not going to pay us to do it, I'm just not going to let you do it. We don't have to give you a platform to be a whiny baby.
Anthemic Lullaby with $5 says, May just started streaming with Ralph right now. I wonder if it's some sort of response to your stream, huh? I mean, don't they normally stream at like 10? When does, I don't know when the Ralph retort is.
Look at this plane. It's a plane. It goes vrr. Because it's ver sounds. It has
I'm
stickers.
assuming that is a Ralph entry also.
Yeah, it counts.
Hello, bird.
Hello. Have you shown off my plane?
I have shown off the plane.
Good. Get out.
Okay.
Staying hydrated is a scam, and it's the worst thing you can possibly do to your body.
Explain concern trolling.
Concern trolling is when you aggressively demand that someone change like everything they're doing for their own good when you don't know anything about them or what they are doing, which is you don't. Like, if you are in the audience in the chat and you're not somebody who I personally know, like, the only person in here, like there's like 2 people in here who even know slightly enough about me that if they said something, I would be like, oh. Like Kino, like he can say, oh, I talked to those guys for 5 hours.
We know Kino now. We spent like 5 hours talking to him. If Kino were to be like, oh, you should change that accessory you're wearing, it looks bad, we'd go, oh, okay.
Right,
I'll
exactly.
take your advice, you have Kino taste. But if some random anime profile, random username I don't know or care about tells us that we are Neanderthal, I can't fucking pronounce words, I don't care. If someone were to call us a bunch of cavemen and complain about our lifestyle and how we smoke weed all the time, then like they're losers. You're a nerd, you need friends.
Women, good. Fire, bad.
Yeah, make friends, please. That's what it is. Concern trolling is like shit you would say to a friend of yours if they were going through trouble, but you're saying it to an internet personality you don't know who doesn't care about your opinion.
End
That's a perfect way to
parasocial
put it.
relationships, 2021.
Amen to that. Hack the Movie says Bird has the best taste.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's a very
Tony.
comfortable shirt.
Famous
Picked it up
YouTuber
today.
Tony from Hack the Movies, who
Of course.
just debuted a video right before this stream. If any of you missed it, check it out after the stream. If you're staying up all night, or check it out tomorrow morning. The Power Rangers the movie review, featuring the Grand Vizier of Yig, ASE Riley, and Mint Salad.
I even make an appearance in my beautiful, what would you call that outfit? Would you hack
Psychotic?
me? Would you hack me? I'd hack
The
me.
Would You Hack Me outfit. Yeah. That's something you can go check out on Hack the Movies. It was dank. We just watched the whole premiere. I also watched it in studio, so I've seen it twice now, and it holds up. You know, it's also the only place where you can see Riley's hair before Ralph pulled it all the fuck out in that fight. Literally, the only appearance of the hair was recorded before it was all gone, which I think is a great piece of deep lore, a great piece of Vizier deep lore. It's fucking hilarious.
Now,
Some weirdo with an alt account just
We
you know,
are
with
simple
my other accounts and
country
like said something
folk.
that I know is
all
certainly
we
like a
have
Ralph thing.
is each other.
It's
All right.
unrelated, but we're weird
It's
fucking-
been a couple minutes since we've gotten a super chat, so we're gonna go over the rules of this raffle again. Tonight we are raffling off 11 classic Digibro shirts. We're gonna take our time this time. This is the original Gundam RX-78. I got this in like something called a nerd cube that was given to me for like a promotional. Apparently you cannot find this shirt anywhere because people have told me that they have tried and not been able to. So if you love the original Gundam, which I do, you know, this is Munchy's Kirby shirt. It is fucking ragged at the collars from how much screaming he did in it. And I also put an encyclopedia.zone logo on it because I thought it would look sick, and it does. Mio Akiyama from K-On! Get that a little closer if you can. It's her spray painting HTT like in the ending theme. This was made by a fan and sent to me. It's super comfortable. One of my favorite shirts that I used to wear. But these are all huge on me currently. This is probably the like most normal size. This is like a large. I think all the other ones are at least XL. But this one's Totozilla. It's Totoro and Godzilla fused. It's really awesome and adorable. It's like an off-white color, which is also cool because it matches more like muted tone stuff. This is a Pinkie Pie bleeding from the face Andrew WK Party Hard shirt that was sold on his website briefly in the time when he was going around to conventions talking about how he is the reincarnation of Pinkie Pie. This is the Lucky Ava shirt, the Hiragi sisters from Lucky Star dressed as Asuka and Rei from Evangelion, that I wore in front of the rebuild of Evangelion character designer and horrified him with it. And it's also like a double XL. It's fucking massive. You will swim in that shirt. This is probably a larger XL Fooly Cooly custom shirt that a fan made of the scene with Mamimi with the Never Knows Best cigarette in her mouth. A classic. We've got this long Fooly Cooly shirt where it's Mamimi offering a lighter to fucking Conti. It's like some really cool design that I always got asked about. This is a shirt that May designed. She wrote Digibro in all caps on the front in this like fabric putty paint, and there's also a Mewtwo on the back.
This is priceless merch, ladies and gentlemen.
Priceless merch.
Never said something so pretentious and dumb.
I didn't say it.
I would have gotten rid of the shirts.
Merch.
Like, you know how many shirts I've just given to Goodwill? Like, Haruko Harahara versus the World is this bass playing bass.
Wow.
It's got
Scott Pilgrim and
Fooly Cooly.
Jinx, you owe me a coffee.
And then you've got the original Hey I'm Grump Aaron Hansen face. This is a shirt that everyone loves when you wear in public. Like, it's regardless of knowing what the hell it is, the message of the shirt is extremely popular, so people will love you if you have a Hey I'm Grump shirt.
I'm not so good.
I don't know what kind of reaction that would get. I think that seems a little passive aggressive to say.
You're missing a shirt.
Oh, so that's one raffle. If you don't specify which raffle you want to be in, you will be in that raffle. But we're also separately raffling this shirt, the White Urban Trash shirt that was ripped up by Ethan Ralph after Bird punched him in the face several times.
So he sucker punched Riley, and so I immediately had to go in and get him with a hook to the face. And as a result, he had to rip my shirt instead of try to hit me. And then I got 2 or 3, maybe even 4 more good hits on him.
Look at
like,
this. For being honest, that's as close as he could get to you.
Yeah.
Way down here.
No,
It's the only place he could grab was your collar, and barely.
He just couldn't reach.
He was on tiptoes the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way he was getting up to your face. So, yeah.
He couldn't pull your hair out like he pulled mine out.
It's pretty ripped up.
It was up. Neither of them could.
Birds continued wearing it as a badge of honor over top of other shirts. And it still has
If you
Ethan's
slay the
blood on
beast,
it.
keep the pelt.
Yes, Ethan's blood is on this shirt. You could probably get a DNA sample if you need it for some reason. And it says White Urban Trash on it because it's a shirt that my parents got from some people who had a brand called White Urban Trash that was touring with Lalapalooza in 1995 when they were also doing that. And these are super fucking rare. You said something about finding them online for a very expensive price.
One that's a little bit longer sleeve than that, and it's on about $120. So
on eBay.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's priceless merch now. It's internet history.
Co-pilot Coco with 5 entries says, what
Paru's
size is the Fooly Cooly shirt? I think both of the Fooly Cooly shirts might be larges because that was like, I bought them at Otakon 2014, which was when I had gotten down to like 150 pounds. So I think that, like, those have been like my skinny shirts, basically. Like shirts that I wore when I was smaller. They're both way too big for me now because I'm 125 pounds and I wear a women's small.
No,
but
you won't care once we get the boy back.
Yeah, they're both large.
Party Sorrow with the $2. Give me the shirts. And yes, I'm bragging. Let's go over to the email. Nothing. Nope. Alright. We are caught up. What's going on in this cutscene here?
We're searching a graveyard for John Marston's kid, and a bunch of grave robbers have gotten the drop on us. So
like
I'm
this,
gonna take them out real quick.
I feel like I'm in Bloodborne now. This is graveyards and shit.
It's foggy too.
Graveyard Girl. Anybody know Graveyard Girl? You ever heard M83? You ever heard of fucking Kim and Jesse? I will not continue this line of questioning. Autism. Clone the gun. I hope someone clones the gun. I hope the winner of this shirt
Mix him
does
with Larry
blood tests
Bird.
on this shirt and clones the gun. Riley says he's 4'8", so he's officially made it down to 4'8". We've made it. We've made it to 4'8".
Well, I'm 4'5", and he's clearly. I'm 4'5", and he's clearly taller than me in the footage. So do with that what you will. I'm 4 foot tall. I'm a little guy. I'm a wee little guy.
I'm a little guy.
I'm a little guy, and as a little guy, I could
Bartender.
tell that he was larger than me. You know, I'm a little guy.
I would say it's incredibly brave of you as a little guy to take on such a big guy. Just a tall man. As a tall man myself, much taller than him. I don't know what I'd do with someone that tall. That'd be like 7'6", 7'9", to be that afraid. Currently, I'm eliminating grave robber rats to find Jack Marston.
So, today, we went to some record stores, and we went to the beach. We had some Chick-fil-A, and we went through the Chick-fil-A line blasting Montero, is that what it's called? Montero, right? Call Me By Your Name, by Lil Nas X, because there's been this, like, massive controversy around him making a video where he, like, he pole dances or pole falls, I suppose, his way down from heaven to hell and like rides Satan's dick, I guess. I haven't gotten the chance to actually watch this video yet. I've just seen him talking about the controversy on Twitter and seeing, like, you know, just Nas really, man, sticking his neck out there to do some provocative shit and really, really getting shit on for it by, like, the fucking conservatard, like, just lunacy of the. I feel like I grew up with, like, my parents making fun of the 80s, like, parental advisory sticker era as being, like, this, I mean, in the end, adding parental advisory stickers to albums helped sales and pushed the provocative culture even further. So that's all that's going to happen here, and, like, it's gonna take bravery for someone like Lil Nas to be, like, at the front lines of it, but you know, he's gonna get backed up by, like, literally already the whole underground, and then, like, eventually, you know, other mainstream artists are going to have to, like, they're gonna look like they're cowards if they don't try to be as provocative as Lil Nas X. So we about to see some shit, is all I'm saying. We already had Cardi B, gotta give credit to her too, with Wet Ass Pussy and fucking Megan Thee Stallion, because that was already like the beginnings of the controversy. Lil Nas just took it to the next level for the right. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I felt like giving a rant about. It was fun though. So we posted a Twitter video of us going through the line at Chick-fil-A because
our
like,
meals were paid for. We got free drinks,
yes,
free lemonades.
Yes, we were told that would be the case, and it was.
2 meals, 2 sandwiches, 3 iced coffees, and a lemonade.
How tall is Bird? He was looking like an actual beast in that. 6'5". No meme. It's right there on the Twitter, right there on his Twitter handle.
It was in my Twitter.
Whoa, that guy's brain came out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I saw his brain. WAP is just gross? No. It's like dank. I have, like, it sucks to hear on the radio because almost all of it is censored, and so I've not really gotten the chance to, like, listen to the uncensored version much. It's definitely not a song that is made for me as an audience member, specifically, but I dig it. Lucky with $15 says, rant about the dot hack OST. Also, I hope this gets me raffle entries. Absolutely it does. So, the dot hack OST. Hold on, let me write your name down. Fucking 7 times. That's Lucky 7. Thank you for the opportunity to write the word lucky 7 times. That's some witchcraft right there. Okay. So, that's for the shirts. The Dot Hack soundtrack was composed by Yuki Kajiura, who is probably my favorite anime soundtrack composer other than Yoko Kanno. And in Yoko Kanno's case, it's because she's just a genius and can, like, master any style and make songs that sound awesome in it. But, like, Kajiura basically makes one style and does it extremely well. And it's this, like, mysterious, eerie fantasy sound with, like, just these winding, labyrinthine melodies and often, like, off-kilter grooves and stuff, odd time signatures and such and the like. And particularly the Dot Hack soundtrack, I think, has a lot of influence from, like, late 90s, what's the genre called? Trip hop. Like, if you listen to, like, the Boogie Pop and Others OST, which is, like, the first thing that she did, which is also really good, it's a soundtrack made for a book, and it sounds kind of like Massive Attack, like, but made by one person in a DAW, and mixed with, like, some soundtrack compositional elements. And, like, also she's a really beautiful piano player, so there's just, like, times where she's just fucking playing, like, a trip-hop beat and then just piano orgasming over it. But, like, the Dot Hack soundtrack incorporates, like, both the elements of, like, just what her sound is normally like, but also all these songs with, like, airy female vocals singing, like, these weird poetic lyrics about the key of the twilight and all this fucking, you know, come with me in the twilight of a summer night for a while, and all that kind of shit. So it's the vocal tracks that had really drawn me in initially, particularly, like, the lyrics on songs like Fake Wings or, like, fucking Aura. Like, really drew me in when I was younger watching the show. And so because I kept, like, trying to find those songs online over the years, I eventually ended up downloading the soundtrack. And so, like, you know, basically all the songs with Emily Bindiger's vocals on it, I think, just sound really cool. And then, because there were so many songs without vocals on the album, and I also really liked the Dot Hack The World soundtrack, which was composed by someone else, but who was clearly taking influence from what Kajiura had done. Like, that one, I took combined beats from both of those and made a whole album of me rapping over it called The World Over. It's one of my favorite albums that I've done because it's a super high concept thing and I put a lot of work into making it sound good. But, I mean, it is just me rapping over Yuki Kajiura and Yoshino Yuji songs. I like it a lot, and that's my rant. So now I'm going to see what else we've got here, because there's been another rant request from Cicada for Australian $15. Rant about your plans to get Gib and all the PCP out for the new Brony lecture. How much communication has there been, or is it just an idea? So far, it's pretty much just an idea, but they've all heard of it because Ben screen grabbed Riley talking about it in a Discord and posted it to the PCP Discord. Tom and Ben and Gibbons seemed like fairly derisive of the idea, or at the very least unsure how it would be possible. Ben was very derisive, extremely derisive of the idea. But, like, I'm sure if they were given a full proposal, then, we'd get a better answer on, like, what people think. But, like, it is a thing that can be done. Like, so what, do you have anything you want to, well, he's listening to music right now, so he probably doesn't even realize that this is being answered. Yeah, so, like, as for what the plan would be, I would not want to talk about such things before they have been hashed out. So, I can't really give you much more of a rant than what I've just given you. Cicada with, God, how many entries is that? Hold on, let me actually calculate what Australian dollars are to English dollars to be sure.
It's not quite as long.
15, because I'm sure it's close to the same.
Right. That's a good idea.
Let's go. Maybe we can get out that cave.
15 Australian dollars is 11.48 in United States dollars, so that would be 5 entries.
We gotta lose them, Morgan.
Somebody kill that bastard. You around?
Ralph lying? I said Ralph is lying. Well, I'm sure I'll hear everything Ralph
Is
has
he
to say
breathing?
about me on the Kiwi Farms and through my friend. By which I mean through my friend.
I was going to come and visit my parents. Recording suddenly a lawyer called an awful entry and assault a zany shenanigan. Love you, bud. Data said I saw his comments live. Haven't been on this yet. All I know is it was last time he was telling me something gas. I said, don't worry, I will be offended by and will respect / take advice from your take, Nick. Love you, Lord. We didn't know how to handle this shit. We have a lot of time to grow up. So pray about it. That's what I say.
Beautiful.
We're just gonna, avoid the guy, and he's not welcome here.
Yeah.
Damn it. He's not welcome here.
Ralph said he was set up by us. How can you be set up by us?
You mean we filmed you because
Yeah, we filmed
crazy shit
him.
outside,
We literally just put a camera on him. That is the setup.
set up like every Karen. He was set up like every Karen who wouldn't wear a mask in a grocery store, and instead of like not going to that grocery store, would just yell at employees for it. He was set up like that.
Yeah.
He was set up like Boogie was set up, you know? Boogie had no choice but to make vapid, like, threats to Frank. Boogie had no choice, he was being set up.
This motherfucker, literally, we put a camera on him. That's the
difference
setup.
between us and Ralph. I'm not pretending that, like, we didn't know what was going to happen. He is pretending he didn't know what was going to happen.
He came here looking for a fight.
Yeah, he
He waited
came.
until our live stream was over
Yeah.
so he could start a fight with
The
us.
point of us streaming was so that they could come, get their stuff, and leave, and they wouldn't. Everything was out there.
I
Like,
love how May had phrased it like we couldn't show up because they were live streaming. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Because they wanted to get a confrontation.
Couldn't do all your live streaming. Yeah, get fucked. Those people are losers.
Those people are insane. Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Anyway, back to the fun.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and talk about the raffle again. Starting with the Ralph half this time, because that's what we were just ranting about. Yeah, so if anybody didn't see our latest video, well, not the latest because we have a Russell Greer lecture up now that our producer Cranberry Dave, who is here producing an album literally just off screen, amazingly. He is like one of my favorite producers, period. And having him in studio is deeply based. But before that Russell Greer lecture, we had just posted a video of Ethan Ralph, the host of the Killstream and alt-right podcast live stream show that my ex-girlfriend decided to hook up with because, you know, she's a grifter. I think they're streaming a counter to us, but they didn't break into our house, but they came. Ethan just
Forcible
came into my
entry.
fucking house last night to start a fight, and got his shit rocked by Riley and Mint and Bird in succession and all at once. It was. I mean, I don't know what to say because like it was fucking terrifying while it was happening. I felt like I was having a fucking panic attack. And then I got to watch the footage back like 100 times and edit it, and it was the funniest footage I've ever watched in my whole life. So, watching Ethan get his shit, just get his shit absolutely rocked over and over again, it led to, well, you know, this encounter. So there's part of that video, if you've watched it, is Bird. So fucking Riley and Ralph have been fighting. They've been going at it. The fight ends. Ralph's phone has fallen inside of the house, and
His
he's
hat is
asking
in the
us
house too. After they shut the door on us and try to keep us in the house.
Yes,
the
they
hat is
shut
on
the
floor.
door, and we're like trying to keep it closed, and then they're like, "Where's my fucking phone?" So Riley is like looking for the phone. He opens the door, and then Ralph just literally, as soon as Riley turns away and is not looking at him, clocks him right in the face with a sucker punch. And then Bird just comes storming through and starts pounding
And
on this motherfucker.
as soon as a regular heighted person came in, he just fucking backs off immediately. I saw the look of fear in Ethan Ralph's eyes. It was incredible. And I mean, I got like 5 or 6 good hits on him. I mean, he fucking backed off after that, because what were we gonna do? And I mean, if I was him, I would have ran away too. He shouldn't have picked a fight where he had all the time in the world to be here by 10 like he said he was going to be, to get all the stuff, to not start a fight. But I mean, those two rile each other up.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the first time we ever hung out with him.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that
Tell
too.
that story, because I don't care now.
Yeah,
Fuck you, Ralph. I've protected my.
We've
take
been
on
very
him for a
nice
long
to
time.
Ralph.
We've been very sensitive about his mental issues and his alcoholism and stuff. I'm not a concern troll. I don't give a shit about him getting better. I just see him as a loser. He hates himself and he drinks instead of like being sober and being himself.
Yeah.
That's not how all of my fun alcoholic friends behave. Talk about that first CC meetup.
Yeah, well, like, we'd only met Ralph the first time at his, like, we had met him at a bar and at his house with all of us when we took that infamous picture that freaks Null out so much. And, like, after that, the next time we met was at this, just get-together in D.C. that he was doing.
That, maybe 4 people showed up to,
Yeah.
besides us?
Right, so, okay, I'm remembering that was all the same night. So, like, we went to this thing mostly because May wanted to be able to hang out with Ralph again.
And we needed to, you know, we needed to be up there.
Yeah.
We wanted to walk around the monuments, see everything.
Yeah, well, we really wanted to see the monuments. She wanted to see Ralph. She was super pissed that we dragged her away from Ralph to go see the monuments.
And took the time to make a corporate phone to Jimmy John's.
Yes,
which
she
I was
spent
wearing
about 45 minutes calling and screaming at a Jimmy John's employee, and then the next 45 minutes talking to her mom about the call she had had with the Jimmy John's employee, so that she could avoid having to be a part of our experience of anything walking around DC, until we got regrouped with Ralph at a different bar when all of his friends had left, and he is so fucking shit-canned.
Back to the hotel to go to sleep.
Yep.
Right, his girlfriend, his 18-year-old girlfriend, who he was giving drinks in the bars, by the way, that he's at, is, like, he sent her home sent her back to the hotel, and he's fucking just wasted, like, absolutely shit-faced at this fucking bar, and he's, like, grumbling about how Riley made a tweet that he, like, didn't appreciate a fucking month ago, and he's acting all serious about it, and he starts starting to be gangster mode where he's all like, he's like, if you ever fuck with me, then I'm gonna fuck you up, kind of shit. Like, he was really drunk. Well, he was raising his voice to a threatening
He has this really
angle.
this really shitty tendency to be like, oh, well, you know, your boss, and he'll call Dick Masterson, who I do fucking very minimal fucking contractor work for. Like, I do YouTube stuff, whatever. I bring my friends onto the show sometimes. Doesn't matter. He'd always pretend that that's my source of employment and my boss, as if I don't do a dozen things all the time. And then he'd call him Masterson and be like, well, I'm the big boy table, and, you know, me and Masterson. He raises his eye like a fucking loser. Nobody talks like that about anybody, and it's just so fucking cringy, dude.
You know when the big boys talk. Blah, blah.
Yeah, shit like that, and you know, even in that tape, we had to censor out some shit that I'm sure that nobody wanted blasted on the internet. But I think that whoever's working with Ralph on these deals that he yells in the middle of the night while drunk at people who are filming him should understand that he's going to do that. It's fucking ridiculous. This guy is not professional in any way. I'll give him this. He is incredibly entertaining. Kind of like the Kardashians are entertaining. Or like how Duck Dynasty is entertaining.
Or Honey Boo Boo.
Fuck. I really don't have much more to say about him.
Yeah, but like that encounter, man, like just the fact that he really was trying to instigate a fight with you. I don't know if he was trying to impress May, like if he thought he could get into a fight with you and that would be like something she would want to see. I have no fucking idea, but it would have been a murder if he had, like, Ralph was so fucking tanked drunk, he was barely sitting
There
up.
would not have been a murder under any
No, okay,
situation.
I'm
Holy
joking.
shit.
Sorry. I was just saying that if, yeah,
You
no.
were just hyperbolizing like a
Yeah.
moron, like Ralph does when he threatens people. There's no fucking murder. This is reality, not an anime or a cartoon.
Right.
Nobody's getting murdered. The worst case scenario is what happened, and it happened.
It did happen.
Again. If they were to show up here again,
The cops will be here, yeah. Yeah.
we're not trying to do this cartoon shit.
No.
The camera came out when he started threatening to break the fucking mailbox. We didn't pay attention to
Right.
shrieking garbage because he wants to get a rise out of people.
Yeah.
We're moving. Obviously, we don't want the landlord to have to deal with the mailbox.
Yeah.
And the reason we kept him outside of the house is so he wasn't knocking down the shelf by the door, putting the bullets in.
Yeah.
Nobody was trying to fucking kill either out.
No.
Nobody was trying to beat his ass. He objectively got his ass beat.
Right.
Even if I got sucker punched, it doesn't change Wittenberg.
No. I'm not even talking about tonight. I just mean, like, he was acting like he wanted to die at that
Yes,
bar that
he
night.
always acts like he wants to die. He
Yeah.
hates himself.
Exactly.
No one would drink that much.
It's fucking
He
absurd.
came over our house once and drank. He brought 2 Maker's Marks over to a party that we threw when he cheated on Bay, or cheated on you with Bay when they did that.
Cheat. Yep.
He had brought over 2 bottles of Maker's Mark, and he had drank one of them before driving home. He fucking drove off a bottle of Maker's Mark. If he's not trying to die, then fucking I've never met anyone who is.
That is 6, no 7, but I already wrote down the other one. Entries for Jacob Wagner, and a rant about the whole anime is sin/degeneracy meme. I don't know why, but it really annoys me whenever I see other anime fans making jokes like that. Do I just need to be able to laugh at myself more? I do think you need to be able to laugh at yourself more, but I understand being upset, especially if people are like saying it semi-seriously. But at the same time, like, I don't think anime is sin, because sin is not real. But is it degeneracy? I think there is some degree to which anime is like a hiding place that you're supposed to be trying to get out of. And I think it can be degenerate if you allow yourself to just go as deep as possible and like live there. Because I've never been quite as otaku as the otaku that I knew, which is like why, even though people like kind of know me as like, oh, you're one of the people who knows the most about anime, and it's like, well, I'm the one who knows the most about anime who is acceptable enough of a human being to be popular on the internet. Like, anyone else who knows more about anime than me is like that much more difficult to communicate with, because they're not trying to make content for an audience with about half of all their waking hours. They're just doing anime for all their waking hours. And like, you know, when you get into a certain like kind of headspace and lifestyle of like, I'm just here to consume every possible idea, like, you know, then it's like you are not forming a sense of self or a person that you are then like trying to preserve. This is like what creates the hikikomori like mindset. Is like, you can't deal with anyone, you can't deal with anything, you cannot be a person, so you just have to escape into as much stuff as you can. And like, if you can reach the bottom of that, look at yourself and say, I'm at the bottom, I need to get back up, then that's the healthy way to do it. Where something like Welcome to the NHK is a show about doing that, you know. But there are so many people who just never escape. They will, like, you know, they continue until the point of necessity. And like, that's one of the themes in the anime version of Welcome to the NHK. There's a character who at one point you know, is like, I've read every self-help book. I've been in this room for years. I just have, like, there's no way for me to get out, until the sister who's taking care of him by being embroiled in a pyramid scheme finally just says fuck it and leaves his ass. And then 3 days later, he has to go and get a job because he can't live anymore. Like, no one's taking care of him. And, like, I really do think that, like, to be an anime fan is a privilege in some way, because you have access to, like, the ability to consume it. If you are able to be a hardcore otaku, it means you have a roof over your head, you know, because you're spending all day on the computer. Like, I just think that, like, a lot of people who lose themselves in anime degeneracy are people who, like, you know, are not considering how much of, like, how much you could be doing by even just putting a little bit of effort into existing and being a person. Like, you know, anime should be, you should be watching anime to get the lessons out of it and then try to, you know, reproduce those in your life. If you are not getting any, like, messages out of it, then you are wasting your time. And, you know, so yes, I do think it can be degenerative, but only if it's really extreme and you really aren't trying to be like a human being at the same time as being an anime person. But otherwise, you know, anime, it's pretty harmless for the vast majority of people interested in it. And I don't think that, like, degeneracy is something you can measure by, like, how depraved is a piece of artwork or whatever. It's the mindset of the person consuming the artwork. Like, you know, how obsessed are they with it? How much do they need it? How, you know, much time is spent on it is more important than just what it is. You know, because as a creative endeavor, everything should exist, because it's probably being made to help someone with their brain. But, like, as a consumer, there's some sense of responsibility in, like, how you interpret the things you're consuming and incorporate them into your life. Julia Cutis with $5 says, time to see if lightning strikes twice. Because
DigiCute, or Julia Cutest won the Digibro last time.
Amazing.
The dude robe that.
Yes.
Yeah, the Digibro.
Digibro. I can't believe no one ever came up with that. You can put it up by one, at least, 'cause Damon Smith, I'm going to read your chat just because you're such a good supporter. Also, I must say, as a guy who has dealt with plenty of violent crazy before, I hope you guys are okay after all that craziness. At least Riley got a badass new look out of all of this thing. Man looked like he from a Clockwork Orange.
I'm a droog!
Yeah, you kind of look like Lex Luthor.
Fuck you up for that. John Cryer's a little bitch.
I think you look like
He's the only Lex Luthor with a beard.
Bald dude with the thing under the eye and beard.
Dude, this
Kratos.
scar is kind of cool, actually. I'm about it.
JNES with $15. Rant about the religious overreaction to Lil Nas X's latest music video because of the hell imagery. I just heard about this today, so I want to hear the scoop. Hilariously, I actually had just unprompted given kind of a rant about that earlier, but I will rant about it. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous! Like, hold on, let me write down your name like 9 times.
She doesn't want to be in the room. They don't want to be in the room.
Okay.
So we gave another Canadian Pie at the same time.
Thank you for that $5. That is not very much. Go. Feel like we need to say it. Alright, so yeah, Lil Nas X. I still haven't actually gotten a chance to watch this whole video yet, but I saw a like vertical slice of it in the car on Spotify when we were on our way through Chick-fil-A, blasting the song with the windows down, so that we could get that free meal, and which we did, and even got a G.I. Joe out of it.
It was the strangest thing ever. Chick-fil-A was so happy that they gave us a toy I can't find for the bit.
It's right there in front of.
Well, I don't live over there. Hey, look, Chick-fil-A gives you free action figures from 2012 if you go through the drive-thru playing the gayest, satanicest music.
Yeah, I can't believe there's satanic panic in 2021. Like, I'm just, like, baffled. Like, I thought Trump ended religion. Like,
right.
I thought...
He made politics religion. Maybe it's good if we go back to religious panic, though.
Maybe. Is this what happens when the right, like, I mean, I guess they're doing what Kanye did, like, copying Kanye and falling on the religious people, right? Like,
they try to be conservatives, like, oh, we like free speech, but it's like, no, you don't. You just like slurs.
I bet when Trump and Kanye met, Trump told Kanye, like, look, you can't run you're not going to probably win the presidency, but you can get out ahead of the rest of the right who are all going to fall back on Christian shit, because that's their strongest base. They're all going to try to play into that again, because obviously that's happening, so we see it with our fucking home invaders.
Well, I mean, Christ is king. So.
Yeah.
Christ is king. Not today, Satan.
I think because, like, people... Well, I think legitimately because, like, it's now mimetically kind of cool to like Christ, to be, like, down with Christ, then...
It's Buddy Christ.
Lil Nas X just quote tweeted, said, let's fucking go, we made Fox News. So,
there we go.
They're really upset that he slides down a pole to kill Satan.
He kills Satan.
They're mad he kills Satan.
He kills Satan by fucking him to death, or what?
Yeah, let's not talk about symbolism.
Awesome.
we don't want to do that. We just want to talk about what's literally on screen without any satirical content.
That's fucking... Yeah, it's obviously all of us are pretty upset at this controversy because it's just ridiculous. And
it's just like, it's funny because Cardi B basically bullied the shit out of Candace Owens and Caitlyn Bennett all week.
Yeah.
And then Caitlyn Bennett like changed her thing to Lil Nas X, and then Candace did, and then like Fox News followed them. So like if you're like a real big like Fox News conservative right now, you literally just like you are following angry women on Twitter. Like, those are your gods. QAnon's dead. You listen to angry women on Twitter.
Incredible.
Fucking enjoy.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, the controversy, man, like, again, I remember because my, when I was growing up, my mom would always tell me the stories of Twisted Sister and fucking, who's that crazy experimental guitarist dude who,
Buckethead?
No, Captain Beefheart, but not him, but the other, it's Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa and Twisted Sister, like, had to go to court to defend their music from the judge, and, like...
They weren't going to take it.
They weren't going to take it anymore, and, like, they put up great arguments, but ultimately what ended up happening was the devisement of the parental advisory sticker, which only made it so everyone now wanted to make the most vile thing they could so it would get the sticker, because every teenager wants to own the thing with the parental advisory sticker on it. So it massively backfired, and like in the 90s things just got so edgy culturally that there was like no going back from it until we entered like the post-ironic 2000s, well, the depressed early 2000s and post-ironic late 2000s and 2010s, and now we're like, I thought we were at a point where like gay stuff was just completely passé, like where like we've gone so many different fathoms of like, you know, of not giving a fuck and being
sexuality is
over the top. Like, I just can't understand how, like even I could wet ass pussy being controversial. I think is just because there's never been a song that was quite so shoving the pussy directly in your face about it. Like,
and never this wet before.
Never, definitely never that wet. Yeah, tons of dick in the face songs, but this is the first real, like, the pussy is just straight in your face.
You know what my real biggest complaint with the Lil Nas X panic is, too? It's like even rappers like Joyner Lucas, who's made such gangster tunes as Winter Blues and the song Happy Birthday, which while has a family-friendly title, like Happy Birthday, is about how much he wanted to abort his own child. And his kid's alive, and he didn't do it. But this is like a song he made, like, for the kid or whatever. This guy is nobody to talk about, like, what's kid-friendly. And he's mad that the Old Town Road guy, which is a kid's song to him, is making music like this now. But Old Town Road talks about fucking people and, like, cheating on people and doing lean. Like, holy shit. Like, listen to any lyrics ever. You fucking idiots. They also, like, he accepted a Kids' Choice Award for it. It's like fucking, and I'm pretty sure The Weeknd got a dozen awards for I Can't Feel My Face When I'm With You, which is a song about doing cocaine. It's just the moral panic is the worst.
Did he get a Grammy though?
Yeah. Did he? No, I don't know. No. I don't think The Weeknd won a Grammy.
There was a lot of controversy because The Weeknd wasn't. He didn't win any
Nah,
Grammys.
he
Yeah.
would like win an Emmy for his acting in the Grammys. Right? Spectacular running through a mirror scene. That's what I'd vote for.
Alright, we got a rant for Sleepy Nougat. Rant about what is the self but a construct in our mind's eye? Is it more? Is finding oneself a fabrication or something one can truly find with a satisfying ending? I think you can, and I'm going to break this down.
I'm glad to see you. Let's get
This
going.
is the level I've gotten to of my theory about the self. So, I think there is a core self. And like imagine it as like the core of an apple. And then there is the outermost layer of self, and that is the projection of what you are pushing out from yourself. So the farthest traveling thing probably being sounds coming out of your face, or if you send messages through typing, people might have that enter their minds from a distance or whatever. But generally, your core self is like all of the things that create your instinctual reactions and like the reasons for your decisions. Like you have an understanding that is based on all of the data you've intaken through your senses and information that you've determined exists in your brain. And like that core version of you is really making all the decisions, but when you speak, you're speaking from a place that is like the farthest from that core of your existence, because it's like it is the outermost projection that you can make. So like there's such a distance from like the surface to the bottom that it can feel like there's two different people, and people will talk about themselves like there's like your rational self or your emotional self. Your emotions are the core. When you have an emotional reaction to something, it's because it is reaching all the way through into that core, past the surface levels. Whereas if something can't get through the surface because you've got too much armor, emotionally in the way, then like it won't ever pierce down to that core level and touch the emotions, So like the emotions are guiding all the decisions, but like the thoughts you're having about those emotions are farther from the core. It's something that's being constructed out of your mind as opposed to literally being there, in the moment of the reaction. So like if this all makes sense, I think the self is basically the collection of all your experiences and how you've interpreted them, and then there's an outer sort of layer of your reactions. What is compelled out of that core? And there you go. That's my theory of the self. Some philosophical shit. Also, Partisar with $2 said I'm questing for those classic shirts. Both names are in there, and since there hasn't been a super chat in a couple of minutes, we're gonna explain the rules again. Panther is now saying she regretted supporting Digi's transition. Well, that's sad. Why? The transition's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I have literally never been happier, never been more capable of happiness.
Because she's the worst thing that ever happened.
That is
So
also
naturally.
true. I couldn't have ever quite understood that until in the wake of it, but I won't say she's the worst thing that ever happened to me, because
It's okay, I said it.
Yeah, alright, let's explain the rules of this raffle. So, speaking of May, she came to try to get the rest of her stuff the other day, and she brought her alcoholic boyfriend Ethan Ralph over, and since he was
At
clearly
like 3
drunk,
or 4 in the morning.
yeah, at 2 in the morning, after saying that he would definitely be there by 10, so we were all sitting around waiting for him to show up at 10 p.m.
We were
doing a live stream because we were hoping that they wouldn't cause any problems. We'd just come get all the stuff and leave, and we would have...
not screaming in the street. Just
Right. But for some reason they decided that the live stream was prohibitive of them coming over. Why would a live stream going on be prohibitive of you coming and just grabbing some things in the yard and leaving? Could it be because you wanted to come start trouble? Because the second that Ralph saw a camera on him, he decided to start screaming and jeering and saying things, and Riley tries to defuse him for about 2 minutes until...
Call him a dork. When someone
Call
calls
him a
you
dork?
It means you're being like kind of dorky.
Yeah.
When I'm calling you a dork, reevaluate yourself. Just kind of shut the fuck up. Your ego doesn't have to be part of it.
Yeah.
It's really embarrassed to be hit by me, regardless of how the fight turned out. And that sucks for you. You'll never hear the end of it. You're 5'4". Fucking 4'5". My bad. Dyslexia. I have dyslexia. You're 4'5".
Yeah, so after shouting up the yard for a couple minutes, he then stormed up the yard.
Again, threatening to break shit. I wish I had that on camera,
And he came into the house and got his shit rocked by everybody, Bird, Mint, and Riley.
Yeah, nobody was trying to, like, fucking maul the Memphis...
We were streaming so nothing would happen. Like, they were just supposed to come get their stuff and
He
leave.
just thought the conflict would be off.
We were also filming so nothing would happen.
He just
like,
thought the conflict
what the hell?
would be super offline like it was the last 3 or 4 times we've had to see him in person and we were polite. In Tampa, I was nice to him backstage in the green room. I even sent people on errands to get him headache medicine at one point.
He came up to shake my hand. I shook his hand.
Right, like, he's such a fucking beta male dude, and he spent, the 6 months he could contain himself being nice, and then he just started being cunty on his last appearance on the Dick Show, where he felt the need to say a bunch of low testosterone insults towards Beatrice under his breath. It's just annoying and gay. I'm sorry, I don't even mean gay as, like... Gay is not the right word, because, like, gay is way cooler than Ralph. Even the negative version of gay. It's like, yeah, fuckboy. He's a fuckboy. That's the right term.
Ethan Ralph is a fuckboy.
He was wearing his baseball hat backwards last night. He's 35.
He lost it, too.
He looks like... He dresses...
is that this?
He dresses
No. We graciously gave him the hat out of our house that he tried to lose.
I just, punch it right off his fucking
Bruh, he dresses like Patrick Michael.
He does dress like Patrick Michael.
I said he dresses like Ben 10's grandpa,
like
but...
Patrick Michael too, but he accidentally got famous 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Ralph, that's a great... Ethan Ralph is fucking Patrick Michael, dude.
Is that Patty Seacups?
He is. Yeah, he's Patty
Yeah.
Seacups.
That's what I thought.
That's who Ethan Ralph is.
Anyway, so when Bird was pounding his face in for having sucker punched Riley out of nowhere, that very short man tried to grasp at this very tall man's shirt and tore it. Big rip.
Well, he couldn't hit me, he just couldn't reach. I mean, this sledgehammer was distracting him over and over and over again. He couldn't do anything. I even got quite a bit... Well, someone else did. Someone called it the sledgehammer. I liked it. I need him in the gun. Like, he wasn't getting shit on me. No, you don't sucker punch someone like that.
Well, he did get blood on you, and it's currently on this shirt. So if you want to win,
because I punched him, I got a bunch of blood right here.
We are raffling off this shirt. If you mention anything about Ralph or Gunt or any kind of Ralph meme in your super chat of $2 or more, or you can send on PayPal to digibroniemlp@gmail.com. I'm gonna go check that in a second. If you mention Ralph, you'll be entered to win this shirt. It's got his blood on it. You could get it AIDS tested or whatever. If you don't mention Ralph in your super chat, you will be entered in to win one of these 11 Digibro shirts. The character Digibro had a lot of cool shirts that people really liked and always asked questions about. And they're all too big for Beatrice, so I'm getting rid of them. This one's the classic Hey I'm Grump Aaron Hansen shirt. I have always asked about in public because people just love to see the word grump. Haru Haruko versus the World, a Scott Pilgrim and Fooly Cooley reference. Very dank. This custom shirt by May that says Digibro on the front and has a Mewtwo on the back. She drew it with fabric paint, so it's like got this weird like elevated texture.
It is cursed, unfortunately.
It is cursed, but in a good way. It's cursed in a way where funny things will happen. Fooly Cooly shirt. It's just a really cool blue Fooly Cooly shirt.
Long time ago now.
And this is a really cool beige Fooly Cooly shirt that was made by a fan.
Well, she didn't love me enough.
And then
I
we've
guess.
got the Lucky Ava shirt, which is the Hiragi sisters from Lucky Star dressed as the
Well, she
pilot
put a lot
girls
of
from
good years in
Ava.
on an outlaw. She definitely
The
was a fool.
Andrew WK Pinkie Pie bleeding from the face party hard shirt. An absolute god tier classic. The Totozilla shirt, which is Totoro and Godzilla fused into one. I absolutely love it. Mio Akiyama from K-On! Custom made by a fan. Very comfortable shirt. And Munchy's old Kirby shirt with an encyclopedia.zone logo that I custom put onto it.
Need more guns?
Shredded through screens. And also the original Gundam, RX-78. I got this in a nerd cube, and people tell me that it doesn't exist. So, all of those, you can enter as many times as you want. You could potentially win all 11 of them if you had 11 ballots and they all got pulled. What would be the odds? Here's how many are in there so far. Not nearly as many as the last show we had. So, I know the odds are pretty good that you could win. If you enter right now, you will probably, you know, have better chances than you would have thought.
We've also only been going for about an hour and a half.
There's like 10 or so entries for Ralph. I think 5 of them were made by one person, so you've got like half and half odds against that guy if you want to compete for the Ralph shirt.
Don't
They will
really
not.
know his real name.
Isn't as sweet and innocent as you
Mully,
might
mully,
think.
mully, mully, mully,
But
mully.
like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after
Is
that.
that for paper?
I just hope you can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I will eviscerate the sons
Oh,
of bitches.
here we go. This is 10 $2 entries for the raffle with the name Trip. Somebody sent $20.
About all of you fools.
That's incredible.
Some just
Amazing.
have a firmer hand than others. You especially.
Trip.
Anyway,
I wonder if the pants are any of
Okay,
them.
so since
Have
May,
you seen
like,
that
you know,
boy
trying to
Kieran
pretend that she
since the
tripped you
party
into
for Jack?
transitioning,
Oh,
I did have to tell the truth on
that's
Twitter
the place I'm
because
gonna
Lilith had this tweet thread. Please share your stories below. ... Hashtag hurt by hassle. Hashtag me too. And I admitted, and that's all I'll say about it is I admitted that Frank Hassel time traveled to 2019 and made you transition with Sissy Hypno. So I'm sorry you've been Sissy hypnotized by Frank, but that's the official story.
Oh my god.
Dr. Don Wario takes another victim.
May had nothing to do with it. Dr. Don Wario made you trans. He time traveled back, made you trans.
Thank you for knocking out crackers for Simon. Do not say my name swag.
Very cool. Thank you for Simon.
Feels
Though,
good.
someone donated on PayPal for Simon.
Yeah, it was Molly, I think. But for the Ralph shirt, right?
Was it from Ralph?
Yes. Because it said thank you for punching a cracker was the message. Paru with $2 says I only want a cool shirt though.
I mean, the White Urban Trash shirt is pretty cool. It's
Paru
an
did
antique
enter
even.
that contest also.
Oh, I hope Paru gets it,
With,
actually.
one of her submissions. One of their submissions. Paru, what are your preferred pronouns? Max Eckert with $4 based shirt.
This one doesn't.
Max Eckers.
Okay, Miss Tilly.
This is a large. This shirt.
There was.
It don't matter what you thought.
This
It's
is
okay.
a 2X.
All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. They were following him, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that
Check
gun.
that shirt.
Anyone approaches, shoot them. Oh, don't worry, I'll be just fine.
I think that one's
Now
large.
catch that bastard.
That's like the smallest.
The one in front's the boss. Bring him back alive.
Pinkie Pie is probably either, yeah, it's probably XL.
Yeah.
The Lucky Ava one I know is like a 2X. It's fucking massive.
There, straight ahead. I saw him go through those bushes. Oh, you're gonna pay.
And then I think these two are both large.
Stay right on their tail, Arthur. They're heading down the hill to the water. We're coming for you, you
This is a large.
bastard.
That one feels like an extra large.
You picked the
Walmart
wrong
big.
girl.
Yep. Hey, I'm rum.
Oh, look at these cowards.
Beautiful.
They think they're getting away. They got another thing coming.
Oh, it's a medium.
Let's finish these scum. You've got a couple more seconds to regret what you did.
What's going on in Red Dead Redemption 2? You've got a girl on your...
So, me and this woman are chasing after this man who's kidnapped our friend Tilly because he thinks he owns her because she is African American.
I see. Well, he needs to go down.
Stay on.
Sounds like.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be shooting him or lassoing him. I guess I'm supposed to be shooting him.
You got it.
You got him.
I just wasn't sure if I was supposed to be shooting him. I've been trying to lasso him this whole time.
My face when PayPal uses my dead name. Ooh, I know the feel though. I have to dead name myself on like fucking hotel reservations and shit.
Come on.
I gotta get it changed legally.
And you know, if you have to use a PayPal, just rest assured we're not going to start it by reading the fucking name.
Yeah.
We're gonna read the whole message first, and then
That last one's the
interact.
boss. Lasso him and we'll take
So put whatever name you'd like to be
Come
called.
on. Get him
Yes,
Arthur.
We don't
please
do dead
include.
names here. I go by A.S.E. Riley,
I
the
want
Grand
Tilly to
Vizier
have
of
the
Lim.
last word on this
Right.
bastard.
Nothing in there has anything to do with my first.
Hello, I'm Mully. Don't read real name.
Will do.
So that one.
Right on this one.
No, I had written the name that one was for Simon last time. It was the person who had like donated and said, "This is for Simon. Don't say my name."
Quick, before he gives you the slip.
I breathe.
All right, you bring that bastard.
Yeah,
back
so
to Tilly we can
as
all
soon
have
as
a nice
YouTube
little
allows me to change the name of my side channel, it will be changed to Branches of Yig, where we will be basically, well, what was the exact concept that we had come up with before I say it wrong?
You know, we're gonna go meet a bunch of people, and there's gonna be people who aren't necessarily in our crew, but are very talented, especially underground artists. We're gonna meet a lot of those who, at most, you know, have like 40 or 60 fucking people that they have had their art exposed to. The idea is that people who are really good at a specific skill set generally aren't famous without help, because they're not spending their time like clout chasing online or trying to build like a big YouTube channel. They're like getting good at rapping or getting really good at production, or they're getting really good at hosting shows. So we're gonna have lots of like podcasts and stuff that we do. Some of those podcasts will end up on that channel as not to clutter the main channel. And, you know, we'll be putting music videos over there for people who aren't, like, you know, personally endorsed by us, but who are like, wow, this is a talented artist that we would like to showcase. That's the best way I can put it. Think of Lyrical Lemonade.
Yeah. So basically, like, even more broad than Yig Studio. Playing it less close to the chest and more wild and
Studio's
erratic.
gonna have anime analysis videos, void gazers, travel vlogs, and music. That's what you
Yep.
pretty much expect there. Set up in our playlist as various types of movies. People movies, music movies,
Yeah, the movies. Everyone's gone to the movies. That's a Steely Dan song.
I should have shot the bitch yesterday like I said. I should have shot the bitch.
Is the Munchy shirt sold yet? None of the raffles have been. The raffle has not been concluded. If you submit now, you will be entered to win all of them potentially at the end of the show. So, yeah. Everything is still available. You can win any of it. Please submit your ballots through
midnight
Super Chats or
depending on
PayPal.
how I feel based on the whim, we'll start to end the stream. Probably like 1 a.m. or so.
Yeah, we're planning to go for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be playing Red Dead for a while. I can't play this game without you
We're gonna
guys
play
here.
long verse. There's really no reason not
I'm
to
gonna
do
go
a 9-hour
retweet
stream.
my tweets.
You're right. We could go till 4. Why not?
Announce, though, people should contact me if they want. You know, it's
Right.
your guys' job to, if if you can't stay until the end of the stream, which we understand, check back up on it in the next couple days. Hit me up on Twitter. My DMs are open at ASC Riley. Sorry, that's wrong. At
ASC Presents on twitter.com.
Yep. That is the business Twitter.
And you can go to @birdstork to see this cool plane.
Or you can also message B. She answers some of her Twitter DMs sometimes. She's just really bad at it. But yeah, if you won something, you can hit up @GoldenWitchFire on Twitter as well. We are mailing out the last raffles winners this week, so they know who they are.
He's still alive then?
Yes.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Ooh!
I don't care if she shot your daddy.
I want to
and
look
cooked
at
your
those
mama for breakfast.
vinyls I picked
She's
up.
mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now,
That I got.
you want all your boys dead?
They were like some of
She
the
had her
most
reasons.
excited.
We was family
Here we go.
to the Jackson.
So we were crate diving at the at AFK Books, which is a great. It's like AFK Books and other stuff, but like they're mostly a record store, funnily enough. Most prominently, anyways.
Do that,
And they've got like a very active Facebook page and stuff. They're very hip. They allowed us to film in their store, so we've got some cool footage in there. But picked up some vinyl records. This one is called Dirty Rotten Imbeciles Violent Pacification. And it's got a dude like shoving a bayonet into like what looks like a mannequin baby. Also, the dude is a skeleton. He's like a melting skeleton. And the atomic bomb in the background kind of looks like a rose. It's sick. And then like there was one called Acid Witch. So I knew that I had to buy this because Acid Witch, I mean, it's like as on the nose as it could possibly be. But it's called Black Christmas Evil, and it is a Christmas album. Like a Christmas, it's 2 tracks, so a Christmas single. Called, the songs are Black Christmas and Christmas Evil, You Better Watch Out. I have no idea what to expect from this tonally. It's on Witch House Records, so maybe it's Witch House? I have no idea. But I'm excited to hear what all these sound like. I've never heard of any of them. I just bought them because the covers or names were cool. Same goes for the ones I picked up at the other store, because like they had a like $3 record section. So I really liked this girl's face, and
That is a good face.
There's a song on here. There's a song called Cowboy Angel. There's one called Face of Appalachia. That was the one that sold me on it. The fact that that it's you know.
I don't think she holds
the
a candle
face
to
of
your
Appalachia.
face, though.
Thank you. I want to see what my competition is, basically. And then you've got this, which has some really dank cover art.
I like that.
It's Tony Child's Union.
Tony with an
And
eye.
this one had a song called Where's the Ocean, which I thought is cool. So,
And you've got a rant request.
and I've got a rant request. Ronak with $15. Rant about all the hiccups of making an anime. As someone who is also trying to make an animated series with friends, I'm curious about the similarities and differences of others. So far, the biggest hiccup is a lack of communication, because I pretty much just gave the storyboard to Mint and was like, start animating this. And like, I haven't done voice work yet, so she can't do the mouth movements yet. So once I've done voice work, she can do that. Anyway, like,
Hear that?
that's
the
the...
animator outpaced the writer.
Yes, the animator is outpacing
and the
the
fucking
director and voice acting and everything. But yeah, like, basically just Mint got more done faster than I thought would be possible. I thought there would have
She's
to be...
a good artist.
She's a very good artist. Well, I thought she'd have to do more, like, preliminary design work and stuff before, but, like, she was really able to just realize my storyboards, like, directly. Like, just translate them straight into good art, you know? So it just feels like I'm looking at my storyboards, but good, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know.
No,
I
you're
can
looking at your
give more direction
storyboards,
for
but
it.
better.
Right. And, like, Mint's also really good at correcting course and changing things. So, like, worst case scenario, like, there was, like, a bit of animation where I was like, oh, I want her to have, like, a open coat instead of a closed coat or something like that. And that had to be, like, redrawn, but, you know, she's really, really fast. So it's not been difficult yet. But
Luckily, the program allows me to do it quickly.
I would say that, like, communication is always going to be the most difficult thing on any production, is, like, trying to explain to someone something that cannot necessarily be put into words, like timing or, you know, like, animation flow. And, like, it helps if you can understand, like, if I say something to her, like, it needs more bounce, like, Mint will be able to figure out what that means. A lot of people won't. So, like, you know, that level of, like, talent is also very helpful.
I have a certain mountain of skills. Is that the quote? What's the quote?
What quote?
I have a certain set of skills.
Yeah.
I have a very specific set of skills.
Sleepy Nougat with $2 just gave $2. Parisar with $6 says, B, do you unironically like Witch House? Seems like something up your musical alley. I've not spent a lot of time with it because, like, I had kind of gotten the impression that it was, like, a time and place thing that was already over. And the fact that the genre didn't seem to survive, like, made me think, like, oh, maybe none of it was good. Like, if you look at recommendation lists, it's all just a bunch of albums that are a bunch of symbols. So it's kind of hard to tell, like, what you're getting yourself into or what's considered good or bad. I've listened to, like, some just collected playlists of it on YouTube before, and all of it kind of bleeds together, but not necessarily in a bad way. I think I think like a lot of what I like about Liturgy has a lot in common with Witch House, but they're like has a bit more bite, you know, like maybe just because I come from a metal background, it's easier for me to get into like something that's incorporating like electronic into metal rather than incorporating like atmospheric dark stuff into electronic music, you know. But now that you've asked me that, I want to like go find a Spotify Witch House playlist or something and listen to it tonight and see what my feelings are. What's going on in this game now?
I think I'm buying new clothes. It seems to be what it is.
I see.
Hosea and Dutch, who are the oldest and the leader of the gang, oh, we're going to a party. We're going to a fancy party.
Fancy party!
Dutch!
Nor have I, if I am being honest.
I used to quite often. There could be fine pickets.
No.
Bad sneakers
We're here to make real content. What kind of content? I don't know. We'll find
Is
what
B
we
gonna make
can.
the next
All I
Voices of
know
a
for
Distant
sure
Star? No, this is not nearly that ambitious. I'm not making a feature film. We are making a first, really right now it's a 6.5 minute first episode of a mini series. The concept is something that could potentially go like as long as I wanted it to. I kind of just want to do like a 5-episode mini arc is my current plan, and then like from there, you know, once we have the first episode completed and I can see like the reaction to it, then I'm planning to launch a Kickstarter to do any future episodes of it. So whether that means like it would probably, my hope would be to like finance a whole 4 more episodes to complete that arc. But I haven't written 5 episodes yet, so I'm not gonna say that that's a thing until I've actually written 5. I do know what's gonna happen in episode 2 though, so I'm excited to write that one. Based Mint, actually? Absolutely. Mint is deeply based. B, what was your process for character design? In this case, it's a witch, so it was very easy to just kind of draw a witch. It's more in like the facial expressions that I characterized this one, and Mint did a really good job of capturing those facial expressions into storyboard. We're gonna explain the raffle again. Yay! It's raffling time! All super chats or donations to digibroniemlp@gmail.com through PayPal will be entered to win one of these 11 shirts, or potentially all of these 11 shirts if you make enough entries, because every $2 is another time your name gets written.
These shirts have been described as priceless merch.
Yes, they've been described as priceless merch. By someone who doesn't even like me. So
who knows how she feels? I don't know.
So this one is the Hey I'm Grump shirt. It was originally worn, it is the original Aaron Hansen Hey I'm Grump shirt, because the Grumps, they change the shirts every so often, and it's not, I don't think you can get the original no more. Everybody loves that shirt everywhere I go. Haru Hara Haruko versus the World, a cross-reference of Scott Pilgrim and Fooly Cooley. If you were in the cultural zeitgeist of the mid-2000s, then it probably means something to you. This is a custom shirt that May made, where she put fabric paint on a Walmart shirt and wrote Digibro on the front in all caps and a Mewtwo on the back. It's pretty goofy, and it might be cursed.
But it's priceless merch.
Priceless.
It is priceless.
There's no price you can buy this for, so we're giving it away.
This is a Fooly Cooley shirt that is just really cool, and people have said they wanted it. This is also a Fooly Cooley shirt that's really cool, and people have said they wanted it, such as me, who wanted it until I didn't want it anymore because it's too big for me. This is the Lucky Ava shirt, where it's the Lucky Star characters dressed as the Ava characters. It's good for a laugh. And then you've got the Pinkie Pie Bleeding from the Face Andrew WK Party Hard shirt, which is quite legendary. According to Andrew, he is her reincarnation. Totozilla, it's Totoro as Godzilla stomping around Tokyo.
I hadn't noticed that. That is pretty cool.
Fucking great. It's one of my favorites. And it's off-white, which makes it match with muted colors. And this Mio Akiyama gray shirt, which also matches muted colors and is really, really comfortable. And then we got Munchy's old Kirby shirt that he didn't want anymore, and I put an encyclopedia.zone logo on it, so now it's doubly cool, because that's the coolest website. Yeah, the collar's all banged up from Munchy's constant fucking banging and shouting and jumping around. And you've got the Gundam shirt. The original Gundam came in a nerd cube, and it's not sold in stores as far as I know. So those are the shirts that you'll be entered to win if you don't specify which raffle you want to be entered into when you enter into the raffle. But if you do want to specifically win this shirt, then just say something about Ethan Ralph, because this is the shirt where that bird was wearing when he punched Ethan Ralph in the face several times. Ralph's blood is on the shirt. You can get it DNA tested and find out just how bad his AIDS that
with this fist
spreading around are. And he could have COVID also. You can find out. You might want to quarantine this one if it shows up at your house. But yeah, it's gotten all ripped up because he grabbed Bird by the shirt.
Can't
so
throw
that
a punch.
Try to stay up while he was getting his ass kicked.
It has been wonderful.
I think he was grabbing you to keep himself from falling over.
Yeah, he did fall backwards into the wall.
So,
yeah, you were leaning on something.
Yep. Hey, we just got $15.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go,
That's really, that's hilarious.
Kind of a zonk. I'm sorry, guys. You kind of have a zonk in here.
Well,
It's a good curse. Don't worry.
we are going to need some money.
And just like to remind everyone, this plane is also here.
they keep a lot of cash.
I built it today. It's pretty neat. There's another configuration you can build it in which it's a jet plane, but I thought the biplane would be cooler.
It rotates.
It does. If you move the wheels, the propeller rotates.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Science.
Remember, everyone, you're never too old to build a Lego set.
you know, I'm thinking about it. If people are like really worried about like the possibility they might land on the May shirt, we could make that like the runner-up reward to the winner of the Ralph contest.
All right, everybody, put in chat something.
Would
about
you-
say how tall you think Ethan Ralph is? The shorter the answer is, the more likely I'll put that shirt in the other bottom. I'm just pretty happy with that motif. Dude, this motif is excellent. Like,
Alright.
he's short. Oh my
Anthemic Lullaby is $15. Oh yeah, I haven't really pointed out the box that we are putting the Ethan Ralph balance into. Having
It's a box of trashy beer, Bush.
Incidentally, you can get this shirt on our website on the unfortunately it's still called.
No. Actually, only 2 people ordered it, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna those 2 people.
Okay.
And if you don't order it by tonight, we are taking it off the store.
Okay.
So that I can just like give it to my friends when we drive around the country. I'll print you off free Ethan Ralph. I'm calling the shirt now Uncle Ralph is short.
Uncle Ralph is short.
My Uncle Ralph from the internet, he's got full alcohol syndrome and he's lost. So I'm gonna raise awareness by giving this shirt to as many people for free as I can.
So far, the height answers we've gotten are 1 millimeter, 1/4 of an inch, 1 nanometer, 4'2", 3'4", 3'4", do it please. Bro, something is seriously wrong with May on the stream. She seems so off. He may not be 5 foot, but how tall is his heart? 1 micron, 3'4". We've gotten a lot of 3'4s. I think his height might have gotten down to 3'4 by now. People are really insistent on this 3'4".
All right, well.
That's pretty short.
We'll go ahead and put this Zonk with the Ralph stuff as a runner-up for the Ralph shirt.
Perfect. All right, nobody has to worry about landing on that. So if you really want one of those classic Digi shirts, you don't have to worry about landing on the May shirt. We've thrown that into the other pile.
And now the Ralph people, 2 of you get a prize instead of 1. Win-win for everybody.
Beautiful. All right, let's give this rant for Anthemic Lullaby. Can you rant about how to appreciate or be proud of your own art? I write poems, kinda, though I haven't written one in weeks, and some people tell me they're good, but I don't think they are really. So, I see this a lot in people I work with, artists I work with. Always, for my whole career, I've always had to, like, kind of pressure people into feeling better about their stuff, because for me, it's not that I feel amazing about every piece that I do. And I had a video once called, like, I am an 8 out of 10, where I was like, I really think that, like, the best stuff I've done is, like, a 9, that, like, on average, I'm like, an 8 out of 10 creator, but, like, you know, and at my worst, I'm, like, a 6 or a 5. But, like, you know, that's still a lot more positive than a lot of people feel about themselves, and I think it's really that everybody wants themselves to be a 10. Like, you're always going out there like, man, I really want to make a 10 out of 10 piece, and every time you fail to make a 10, it's like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough to make a 10. And, like, the answer is, like, if you fail the first time, no, you were not good enough, but that doesn't mean you won't be good enough. Like, you will get better if you figure out how to be better, but, like, figuring that out is, like, investigative, you know, like, it's not even that it has to be that you're better in the eyes of other people, even just in the eyes of yourself. Like, if you've written something other people think is good, but you don't think is good, like, that, I'm not going to tell you, like, oh, you should think that it's better than you do. Just, like, look at what you think is wrong with it and make something better. And then you'll be able to say, okay, well, this thing was definitely better than that, whether it's a 10 out of 10 or not. You know, if you're capable of making a 5, challenge yourself to make a 6. And then, you know, if you're capable of making a 6, challenge yourself to make a 7. If you can't get to a 7, investigate things that are better than what you're doing until you understand how to make it better. So that's pretty much my advice. If you don't like what you're doing, then figure out why and improve on it until you like it.
That is good advice. If you're having trouble with art, I recommend going to Tumblr about it. Even though, there's a bunch of art tutorials still on there, but, like, even if, like, the site is trash, I started on Tumblr, and I used their, like, I looked at so many reference photos for how to draw things. It's just like looking at other people's art is how you improve. So.
I'm actually gonna pull this Munchy shirt because I've decided I wanna keep it with us for historical purposes. What should we replace the shirt with?
Oh, I know. I actually have a perfect...
Go grab a replacement shirt. This is more of a museum artifact than we realized. It's kind of like the, say the name of your cutout. Say your fucking cutout's name.
My what? I'm talking.
Say the name of the cutout.
The Elated Arab Gentleman?
Yeah, this is kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could put that on the Elated Arab Gentleman,
Yeah, that's
in
what
fact.
we'll do. I'll go put this on the elated Arab Gentleman.
B.
What about that one, B?
Which one? Oh, if you don't want to wear that anymore, then sure. Yeah, that's a fucking badass Omo Cat shirt that's large and yellow.
Grab another one. We're just gonna add two.
Two shirts?
Yeah. Two to replace that one. That's a two-shirt kind of shirt.
Hello, I am Bird. Bye.
You don't have to. You shouldn't be expected to stay until the end of the stream. Don't do that. Just check the stream tomorrow, and if you want, hit me up on Twitter. I'll actually see your messages. Smart people message me at asepresents.com. At twitter.com/asepresents.
All right, Blank with $5 says, when Ralph was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but didn't manage to get unshrunk.
Demonetized, not suitable for most advertisers. That's funny.
Oh yeah, the demonetized long sleeve. That's from We Are Change.
Okay, that works.
If I had found that, I probably would have suggested it actually, but I didn't even didn't notice it. But yeah, so we'll throw these two into the raffle to replace the two that were removed from it. Bobby with $2 says shirt.
Shirt. I have replaced these shirts.
Oh shit! I tore his name in half.
Ta! Good job.
Salad, give the game a shot.
Oh, okay. I've never played
Par
this
with
game.
$4. Good night, kids. One more for each raffle. Amazing.
Okay, I've never played this game before. So, let's see. How do I... How? WASD and... What's tap?
Tab.
Oh.
Tab key.
Oh, it's not letting me. God damn it. Alright. Oh, I'm in a party! Okay, we're in a party. We're all having fun. Servant will notice you if you get too close. Alright. Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing.
Someone said they have that Omo Cat shirt as a hoodie. That's awesome.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to kill that dude? Oh no, I got doxxed.
Find that little reprobate chip and beat him. I will not have
Alright, we got some PayPal donation as well.
Ah! How do I hide behind things? Oh, this is just automatically.
$20. Hi, I'm also buying 10 entries for the t-shirt raffle. My name is the Default Mode Network.
Nice.
I am going to write, like, the DFM, because I have to write it 10 times.
I don't know how to play this game, Bird. Okay, here you go.
It was a mistake trying to have a gamer girl on the stream.
DMN. The DMN.
Gamer girl is an oxymoron.
The demonetized thing, I think. Oh, default mode network. Ah, demonetized works too. What am I even supposed to be doing?
Yes.
How do I hide? Min's trying to hide behind things in a mansion she is welcome in.
It said don't get too close to the servant, so I was
Well,
like...
yeah, you're not supposed to talk to the servants.
sure
You're
that's
supposed to
10
talk to this man, stranger. Oh no, it's an intruder. I got caught. Mint, I blame you.
Okie dokie. That was a lot of the DMNs to write down. Who's the cute girl? Depends.
We're showcasing Bird tonight.
Is everything taken care of?
Very pretty.
Everybody close your eyes. Woman salads on screen. That's my girlfriend. If by Ethan Ralph's standard, looking at her is the same as fucking her.
Right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. If you want to sit here for a second.
I'm the new gamer girl now. Alright.
Mint is actually autistic, everybody.
Mint likes Halo.
Yeah, I do like Halo.
Don't expect.
I mean, Mint will if you submit a rant request and you ask for Mint, she will do a rant for you. That is a thing.
It's very funny because we have to keep making her keep talking. She never talks ever, but she can't say no to rants.
Yeah. I have to close my eyes because Mint's on screen. So I'm blind for this.
This area is off limits. If I see you again,
Let's see, what is going on there? You're at a party.
I'm following that guy in there. He's aware of me.
Oh, are you trying to...
I'm trying to follow him and eavesdrop.
Oh, why eavesdropping him?
Because he works for a very important man named Angelo Bronte, who controls all the crime in this town.
Oh my god! Angelo Bronte, not him! What a man, what a guy!
He kidnaps children. That's part of what he does. We had to save John Marston's son, Jack Marston, earlier in the plot. Now we're kind of friends with him, but not friends enough that we're not eavesdropping on him, apparently.
Oh.
You don't really make, like, friends in this game, except for the gang you're with. Crew for life.
It's the Wild West. Why did I say it like that?
It's the Wild West immediately immediately following the Civil War. I think 5.
65. All right. A nice even number. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna read chat. Who's Mint's favorite VTuber?
Don't answer. What? How did he catch me? I just walked into the room he was in.
You were caught. Wow.
I walked into a room. What am I supposed to be expected to be caught by someone walking into a room?
Wow, you're at the start again. Excellent. Have you ever... This is like Warframe.
I've played Warframe. Why is it like Warframe?
Because you're hiding. You can... Well, actually, this is more like Assassin's Creed to me. But more specifically, Warframe, you can play any style. And I like to hide and take my time because I don't like getting caught.
Interesting. You must not play with a lot of people on Warframe, because every time I've gotten in a group on Warframe, they're just like running through as fast as they can.
I have been parts of groups where that has happened, but on solo missions, it's just me.
Sneaky. Who do you pick as Warframe?
One of the beginners.
Oh.
I don't know. It's been a while.
I usually go for Inaros. He's the sand character.
He's the sand character?
Yeah. He looks like a pharaoh.
Jacob Wagner.
Mint, what should we ask you about? Mint is an artist.
Yeah, I am an artiste.
What else?
You can ask me about fast food. Wow.
What kind of fast food do you like?
No, just like how it is dealing with people as an autism. Don't ask that.
Shit about asking you.
Yeah, don't ask that.
Guys?
Yeah.
What's it like to make an anime?
Yeah,
I
that.
don't know. Ask her about what it was like to work at McDonald's a long time.
Yeah,
That's
don't.
what would be really interesting.
Yeah, don't ask that. I do art. What else? Art is pretty much my life.
You have some pretty hot takes about Evangelion.
Oh yeah, I do have that. On the I don't know where I was going with that.
So the servant is currently trying to not let standards slip in this house because all the other servants are very mad at him. Have you lost your mind? Come here. What are you talking to me?
What standards does he have?
I don't know. Is he asking me to look at him? I'm not looking at him. I'm going to the party.
Wow. Is there going to be liquor at this party? Oh
There's
boy, the alcohols. When was the whiskey ban, by the way? Or the alcohol ban, whatever that was?
Prohibition?
Prohibition.
It started in 1918 and it ended in 1921.
Okay. Wow.
Alright, man. You're gonna leave for duty.
Yay. Yeah.
Welcome back.
I had to throw together a real sloppy peanut butter and jelly. Did you get this Jacob Wagner one already?
Yes.
Cool. Oh shit.
Thomas Angst.
Holy fuck, that's $200. Thomas Angst.
100 entries for. I'd like to write these
100
down.
entries for the Digibro shirt raffle. Jesus
All right, man,
fucking
you
Christ.
Yeah.
Sit on the floor and write that name.
100 times.
Well, we just out-earned Mike, sorry, I was reading a message saying Mike Hunt said, gotta say collaborating with Ralph to gen up publicity for this raffle was genius. Yeah, we just outsold Ralph on our stream tonight, I bet. I mean, I don't know. If I was a Ralph kind of guy, I'd be like, oh, what kind of money are they making? Because I know he's following our stream, and we're not following in. Probably beat him there.
I would say that's likely.
Can't imagine watching his stream.
Where'd that $20 from? Is that YouTube?
Thomas Angst. It was on PayPal.
It's on PayPal, so we get it all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas. What a chat. Dude, I'm gonna write you 2 thank you letters now. At ASE Presents on Twitter. I will definitely send you 2 thank you letters. That Mint draws like some bargain witch character. What are they called, Mint? Or you? What's it called when you get like production stuff given to you?
Production material?
Sure, that. Fuck it, I'm dumb. That was easy. Yeah, we're gonna send you some production material, little sketches or something from the show's development and whatever. Even if you don't win. Thank you. Priceless merch, everybody.
Priceless
$200
merch.
for priceless merch.
Priceless.
Yeah, the price is pretty decent.
All the fucking priceless merch memes. I'm fucking dying. Also, $2 from Ethan White.
So after you've written,
You're doing that one.
yeah.
Okay.
Fucking, what are you
Give
talking
me
about?
another page then, or tear off the page here.
Top secret. Extremely confidential.
To write with a very bad pen.
Why?
Not bad pen. It's got ink and it will write correctly. It's just it's a pen by a stretch of the word.
It's dead already. It only lasted writing the first name and scratching the second one in. I'm gonna need another pen. There's a whole box of pencils and pens and shit over there, that crate there.
Edion said, I tried to listen to the sphere-shaped midget stream the first time May was in there, was bored to tears within 5 minutes. What I think is really great is that she's burning all the goodwill in her own audience she built up of like left-leaning, liberal, trans and gay kids because she was a demi boy for like a year. She's throwing that away to grift onto the alt-right Republican thing, and they don't want her because she's a leader.
Why would you
Right.
do this?
And she's a grifter. How could you think she would be accepted in that community?
It's absurd.
Fucking hilarious.
I mean, I don't like knowing her. I feel like she just does whatever Ralph's doing. So like, it's dumb. Like nobody's going to believe it coming from her because it's such an obvious lie. Like,
What did you find
Don't
out?
get me wrong, I'm sure she still has her, like, her video sense, but that video she put out that we just didn't say anything about, where she, like, victim cried the whole time, and, like, lied about a bunch of shit, now you can see that's different. Oh, we just grew apart over time. Like, no, bitch, you cheated.
Right, I guess that was.
You're a cheater. Yeah, it's incredibly fake. Everybody go watch that again.
Heard about a high stakes.
yeah.
It's like a sociopathic, like, how criminals, like, lie about shit.
Dude, it's like
She's like fake
for her to
crying
say
at
something
times,
like we
wiping
drifted
fake
apart
tears
is so
off her
bizarre
eyes.
to me because like There was a moment where she said something like that to me, and I was like, we literally spend all of our time together. Like, what do you... Like, I don't know if you feel emotionally distant, but, like, you haven't said anything. You've literally not said anything. Like...
People create problems for themselves and then blame it on everyone else.
It's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point.
I've got 2 Ethan Whites.
Let the people torture themselves.
Yeah.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea.
Figget Tree with $5 says, it's funny that Ralph wants to call you degenerates when he posted his own sex tape, had a baby out of wedlock that he isn't raising, and is drunk 24/7. Agreed. That's 2 entries for you into the Ralph pool.
Interesting times.
Yeah, I would say that I'm not very chill.
So what's next? Dancing lessons?
Molly said Bird
More along the lines
yeah.
of armed
And
robbery.
Damon said
Jose is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law
Yeah, I would say...
Good.
I mean, you're a little
and I
too
spoke to Evelyn Miller.
hyperactive.
Fine man. Here
Yeah,
helping the Indians.
I'm a little too fancy.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
I mean, I wake
He's
up
lobbying
mad.
officials in Saint Denis on their behalf.
I'm one of those
Maybe
guys
we could
who
help.
is
Maybe.
unironically
Now,
and
I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him.
Chaos is a ladder.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
I am definitely somebody who
Where
has
is
stirred a
home?
lot of chaos in the name of ladders.
Exactly.
So, I,
Got some Ethan White
But I can
chance.
smell.
yeah, I'm getting them.
I'm gonna go investigate this trial.
4
thing
from
old
Ethan
Bronte
White.
was talking about.
Okay.
5.
No, 2 of those I had already counted, so 3.
So 3. 3 more from Ethan White. The superior Ethan that's been mentioned tonight on the stream.
Yes. I will also remind you, Ethan White, since you're making a lot of $2 donations, if you make a higher dollar donation, it counts as many as you... Like, if you donate $6, we count that as 3 $2 donations, and your name gets written down 3 times. We did have people who had bank problems from putting in too many donations consecutively last stream. So we've been encouraging people, if you're going to donate a lot, to do it in lump sums. You can also use the PayPal digibroniMLP@gmail.com. If you send the money there, it goes to us directly with no YouTube taking any of it. And just make sure you say the name you want to have read on stream in your message if you do it that way. And of course, specify if you want to be entered into the Ralph raffle, where we're giving away the shirt that Ethan Ralph tore, that Bird was wearing when he punched him in the face. If you don't specify, you'll be entered into the raffle for the 11 Digi shirts.
It's 12 shirts and
12?
2 for the Ralph
12
now.
now?
Yeah.
Because we had removed 2.
Yes.
We took out the May shirt
We put
and
in 2 more.
and the
Oh,
Munchy
no.
shirt.
Yeah,
If we remove 2 and put in 2, then that means there's the same amount as the beginning, which is
Oh,
11.
but there are 2 in the Ralph raffle now.
There are 2 in the Ralph raffle as well.
I'm a very good cook.
Really good cook, you guys.
Incredibly
And he
good cook.
drives great.
I drive so well.
Fucking awesome.
Have you seen how attractive I am also?
Mike Hunt, I actually wouldn't consider myself an analyst on the neurotyping chart. I would put myself in the fascinator category. That realization was what had driven me to realize that I had to come out as trans. That I was pretending to be an analyst when I'm not. Like, I'm good at doing analysis, but my analysis is... The things I analyze are emotions and, like, symbolism and artwork. Like, it's very non... It's like me putting words to something that normally wouldn't have words to it, and most of the words I put to it are about how you can't put words to it. So, you know, the people I speak for are like the new types, more so than the computers. If that makes sense.
Thank you, stranger.
It's like I give more rationale to people with no rationale. As opposed to like giving like people who already have tons of rationale, they do not listen to me. Like people who are like super academic, like
real
you know.
Quick, somebody just let me know that May had posted 12 hours ago on Twitter that I gave Mint a black eye.
I did see that tweet as well.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What a fucked up. I mean, what a fucked up gay attempt to cause drama between me and my girl. We're solid. I just wanted to point out that Ash Vampire said that you're the control case for living long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Yeah, I blocked them
Good. You should
on that.
clarify that for everybody, because that's a friend of yours, or was.
Yeah, Ash Vampire was saying some shit about me on Twitter, so,
She said that Ralph and May are living proof of how amazing a better life can be when you do simple things.
I don't know what she's been telling Ash Vampire, like, because they used to talk, so I have to imagine that she's continued talking to Ash Vampire and is just telling her side of the story to them. So.
Oh, Ash Vampire's last retweet was Nicholas Fuentes. I really don't give a shit now. What a fucking loser.
Cowboys are gay, says Vito with a. He's got the check mark. He's got the only check mark in the chat. Nice check mark.
This is the best game in the world. Next to Death Stranding, of course.
Mint was.
She mocked the whole sparring thing too. Like she didn't see. First of all, no black eyes. Second of all, Mint and I fuck her all the time. We fight a lot. She fucking punches like a motherfucker. She did taekwondo for
I mean, everyone knows that now. Everyone knows what Mitch can punch like now.
She's just trying to keep me from fatting myself to the Ralph levels and dying. So, have a pretty active life. The basketball, big fucking.
It's martial arts. You guys are sparring.
That's your actual fucking shield.
I will never stop thinking about the image of Mint charging across the room and punching Ralph in the face like Eat Man 15 fucking times in a row. It's one of the most satisfying things I've ever seen. Like, I understand it took me a little while to fully grasp the gravity of it, because like that's the biggest thing that people who love the video have commented on, is how much they love that Mint did that, because you have to think about who is Ethan Ralph. This is this alt-right fucking neo-Nazi supporter guy who like will have any opinion that will make people on the right give him money, and here's a little 20-year-old girl running up and just beating the shit out of him, and it's one of the funniest things you could ever imagine. And his response is to, first of all, he did in fact punch Mint. We forgot to re-clarify this, right?
I mean, yeah, I just don't like that he went on the Dick Show and he specifically like tried to make a big deal of, oh, and I didn't hit her. Oh, but I mean, Dick didn't really seem to care about the whole like spitting a mouthful of blood on her. He turned his head. It wasn't because she was punching him that blood came out. He turned his head and spit on her instead of trying to hit her again. Like he had tried to hit her. He got her lips busted. He did get her with one of his flails. But the fat guy was trying to pull my hair the whole time. He was not trying to fight anybody in the traditional sense.
Right.
What he was trying to do, he was failing at, he turned his fucking head, like, get off me, bitch. Like, calling her a bitch in the least, like, you know how bitch is used? It wasn't used like that. It was used like, get off of me, female too hot for me to have sex with at any point in my life. And like he talked to Lilith on Twitter. Yeah, he was being an incel against Lilith on Twitter too. This is how he is. Oh, front hole, unironically. He turned and he spits a mouthful of blood in her fucking face during coronavirus pandemic.
Vito says
I'm all for not wearing masks in private or whatever. I don't care. But like, I can't imagine that anyone. Nobody I would ever fucking look at as a decent person again would do that under normal circumstances, let alone now. And his disregard for it, especially after driving in from out of town, and that fucking loser, dude.
Taking every chance he could to get into a fight.
And I was like, alright, we're calling the police, and this is a police matter now. And moving forward, like, if I see him in real life, I'm calling the cops on him. The only exception is if we eventually fight. At which point, like, he can't pull shit, and we could fight legally. But there's way too much for him to have to go through for that to happen.
QLex,
has to make weight first, though.
QLex with $2 asks, is Riley going to call in next week?
I am not calling into the Dick Show about this.
Riley will not call in. I might call in if Dick will have me.
Yeah, if Dick will have Trixie, she's down to talk about May being a psychotic scorned ex. That's a big theme on the Dick Show.
Yeah.
Scorned exes are a big fucking problem.
And Karens.
But I
and Karens.
I spoke to Ralph when I punched him, and me and all of my internet friends will continue to make fun of him ad nauseum while we succeed for the next 20 years.
Do you still want to, if there's a boxing match organized, will you still box him?
If Ralph makes weight,
Oh, okay.
it's just he can't. He doesn't have the motivation. I don't know that he could even do it without surgery. Like,
If Ralph could, if we could both make a weight, you know?
Right.
Like, oh, you gotta be 200 pounds, and like, we could both do that. I mean, I'm not trying to gain 300 pounds so I can fight him if he comes down 50. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to really come down on the weight. The reason his sucker punch took me the fuck out like it did and dazed me, but didn't drop me, dazed me is because he has 100 fucking pounds on me. I'm a fat piece of shit. I'm gonna lose a lot of fucking weight this year. No, I'm not interested in blood sports, this loser. I'm just gonna mock him like this and profit off of it. He's got nothing.
MNNM asks, is May a Karen? Absolutely.
Yep.
Through the way that she was trying to use the police over the last week is the most Karen. I mean, if you didn't hear the calls in the video, holy shit. Just the fact that I fielded a call from a policewoman who sounds shaken, like sounds terrified by the customer service call she's just received from a person. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. She called the police and talked to them like she was calling Walmart, pissed off that this is a person who used to work in the HR department, who used to complain about how people would like throw peas at her and be like, you know, angry bitches and shit. I don't know. She's fucking crazy. Anyway, we got another PayPal donation.
oh my God.
Jesus Christ, $300 from Cypherpunk. Long live and prosper, Lit Yigs. Happy that you guys are chilling and playing games.
150 entries.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Priceless merchandise, ladies and gentlemen.
Priceless. 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 Holy shit.
I'm inclined to agree.
Here, help me, please.
God damn. So that's what, like... Hold up. Let me just...
It's 150 entries. Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at
Making
all the
sure she
PayPal
didn't miss
donations
anything
and
else.
calculating the total between those so far.
European toy maker?
Holy
No,
shit.
I am a fucking
Okay,
genius
yeah.
to poker up the
Through
ass,
PayPal alone,
like I say.
that's $550 we're up to. And that's not counting all the other super chats we've received. So,
There's some real competition going on over on PayPal.
yeah. Yeah.
Thomas Angst Thomas Angst really wants to win this time.
Yes, you meet me, Professor Marco Draghi.
All right. I'm just like stunned because, you know, we've already made as much money
Priceless.
as I was hoping to make tonight.
What's this toy about?
It is. They're getting off very cheap for that price.
On eBay, you might pay $15,000 for any one of these shirts.
The policewoman asking about Econ's anime collection was pretty funny.
That was pretty good. If that and Econ's collection, if that means anything to you.
Still,
My
the investors
God.
will not come. Just a couple of old ladies and a moron.
I just can't even with that.
Ladies,
Like,
gentlemen.
because it's such a weird, like, attempt to just have a purpose.
How is the
Like,
piles? Yeah, good.
Econ's
My
stuff
friends,
is like several shelving units worth of like really expensive,
demonstration
really
of my
rare
infinite
merchandise that
All of
I
us, we
would.
feel
I've seen Ralph's fucking house. His old. I don't know about the house they live in now. The house he lived in was a fucking disgusting sty.
Hoarders.
It was disgusting.
You cannot see. I will power
Like, you ever seen Chris
You're a
Chan's house,
goddamn
the one that
fraud.
burnt down because he
And
put
this
the toaster in the
buffoon
bathroom?
dressed up like a
When we left his house, my take was I would not live in that house. It looks like it should be condemned. Like, there was shit all over the, like, there was no organization. There's just stuff everywhere. So, like, not only that, but, like, I can't imagine he would give a second thought to selling all this shit that's probably worth more money than he has. So, like, I was like, no, there's no way I trust Ethan Ralph. Like, if May didn't live with Ralph, it might be a thing because I trust her as an anime fan, and I know Econ does too, which is why he would be willing to select her. But, like, it's the fact that she lives with Ralph. Oh, yeah, I'm like,
And
no,
it
that's
would've been
terrible.
ruined.
And like,
Spill alcohol on it. Yeah, or
right.
Torpedoes, okay?
And it was such a thing where, like, so to give more context into why I found this to be so like why I was so adamant about not letting her get the stuff is that like Econ, I basically told him like a day or two ago. I think it was literally the day before that this all happened. Like, I had told him, hey, we're going to be moving soon. Like, do you know anybody who can come get the collection, or can you come get it? He was like, shit. So he put out a thing on Twitter saying anybody around Virginia want a bunch of anime merch. And so, like, because she saw that tweet, she was like, oh, since I'm coming down, I'll take the stuff right now. And I was like, well, hold on. It's not like we've optioned this around. I have like a week to figure this out at least. So I contacted Victor, my brother, and he was like, yeah, I'll take it, because he's got a whole collection room upstairs that there's no reason the stuff wouldn't be able to be in. So as soon as Victor agreed to it, we brought it all back in, which is good, because A, it rained, and B,
it rained today again, too.
They didn't even fucking take almost any of the stuff, by the way.
They left
Ralph
a bunch
just
of it in the
came in
street.
and got into a fight, and they didn't bring her desk. They left it in the fucking road.
They didn't bring the wok that the police took the time to mention.
Yeah, I think she just grabbed the Dutch oven, basically, and that's it, right?
The Bionicles.
And the Bionicles. The Bionicles that are worth some money, so they managed to take them. So fucking funny. Ritsu Marika with $5 says, wanted to say A-Log Executioner is one of my favorite songs, really hype and helps me focus doing homework somehow, lol. Should I take that as a Ralph entry, or is that just a regular entry? I think that might be regular. Ritsu Marika. I mean, let us know in the chat if you want it to go into the Ralph file. Otherwise, I'm putting it.
I suppose you intend to make an unmanned killing machine?
You misunderstand.
You should put that
This
on there.
is the secret
That
to
animation
life.
is cute too.
Not that.
And it holds up. It's a really good song.
Although I would probably want to take out all the 10 lead stuff in there.
I'm not sure.
I'm gone for you.
Tenley did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I like Brother's Basement. Hey Tenley, if you ever want to work with us to make May really upset, you or Jeff, hit us up.
That would be really fucking funny.
I've got me making anime videos again.
Digi, please.
Could be a cool crossover for either of you. And you know, it's because of Spike. It would be nice to see May a little less happy. She really doesn't want us to be happy.
Well, she looks miserable. Like,
Well, she looks like she's losing her fucking mind more than anything. Like, Ralph looks miserable. May looks insane. But I'm used to that. Can I get some of those
Now
cookies?
begin with invisible waves to destroy the little sailing boats before they get to other side of pond.
Yeah, I
Still
got that.
avoiding magnetic mines.
Oh, he'll attempt to, at least.
Shush! You're not here for this smart talk.
We've got these weird, this place, Sugar Kingdom, the ultimate candy experience.
it's like a candy shop in a mall in Atlanta.
It's got a, oh! Wait, never mind. I went to a confectioner place that had a similar name. Was it like a, did they have a lot of Korean snacks there?
I wasn't there. This was a gift.
This is a gift. Well, Jackie, the one place she took us to in Atlanta when we went there was to like this Korean sweet store.
No one is stupid enough to pass this up.
We got a $2 super chat from Epic Geek 76. Any plans on doing something similar to Gecko Estate? I would say Void Gazers is that. Like, the Void Gazers series is built out of that same like long form vlog, like disconnected discussions cut into one thing type of video. So yes.
I assure you, I am probably.
And as we all know from watching Attack on Titan Season 4, Zeke is in fact epic.
That is true. And there are 76 episodes.
A new meaning to the word Beast Boy. Man, this little remote robot thing.
Do I look 5'1", bitch? We've gotten him down to 3 feet currently. 3 feet in a backwards baseball cap, fat shirt, and sports shorts. Just like fucking Patrick Michael.
You may want to hurry this out.
Kulex with $2. Do you remember the store? Sounds good, and I'm in GA. Oh man, I don't remember exactly what it was called. But like, I mean, this one, if you want to go to this place, it's called Sugar Kingdom. But the Korean thing I'm talking about, I mean, look up like Korean sweet store in downtown Georgia, I guess. It was down by like a mile from SCAD, somewhere in that area.
It is the stuff of life, sir. It's incredible.
Ralph is a 3-foot tall sphere. Ralph is 3 foot.
Back at Dover.
Do I look 2'3"?
Can I count on your support?
Well, this is expensive.
My man lied. I thought he was 3'4". He is actually 3 foot. Oh.
It is very cheap.
IDK how tall, but definitely now as tall as he is wide.
He's a chode of a person.
He's a chode man. Oh fuck. We had the flaccid man before. Now we have the chode man. Holy shit. This is the day of the expanding man.
It's like, what's her name? Girl that gets turned into a blueberry in Willy Wonka. Violet, of course. She's turning violet. Violet.
Excuse me. Hey, do I know you?
Mr. I believe we met.
Have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh,
He looks shorter.
Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Let's go over to the
Morgan, at least sometimes.
Can I say something rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it.
Alright.
He rather liked you.
Let's go over the raffle again. Or,
okay.
Actually, I'll
Do
wait till
you,
you're done with that.
Well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to
No.
incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
No.
Oh, Mirageathon with $5. Hey Digi/Minch, it's been so long I've watched your content. Just heard what's happened and am shocked. Still writing anime analysis. Art. Amazing. Mirageathon has a YouTube channel with some cool anime analysis on it. Anime analysis on it that you can go check.
Are even a people anymore.
And yeah, I am not Digi or Mint now. I am Beatrice, also known as Trixie or B or the Golden Witch. Mint is our friend over here, Mint Salad. She is an animator who is currently animating an anime for me.
That was like one and a half. That's like 1.5.
It's up and then down.
We cannot
I've
fight
never
another
worked out in
war.
my life.
We have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land.
Wait, before you
a few
start writing
months
that name
ago
150 times,
who
let's
have
do
filed
another thing about the
reports
raffle.
with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming
But yeah, so currently I'm
reserves
going
of
by the
oil
Golden
under
Witch,
their
just to be
land.
completely fair, clear. I do not go by Digi anymore.
Follow the Golden Witch.
me to
Witch,
try and
Trixie
steal it.
of the Golden Witch. That's pretty easy
Obviously,
to
they
remember, right?
can't.
Trixie.
Even more obviously, I
And
would
we are starting with.
Trixie is if you're really lazy.
I realize
Trixie has
that
the
it
same
is a
amount of
ridiculous
syllables as Digi
request,
does,
but we're
really no
very
excuse.
desperate.
Yeah.
I'm not a do-gooder.
So anyway, this is the shirt that...
This is the Raffle.
The Raffle. If you want to win this shirt that Bird here was wearing when he beat the shit out of Ethan Ralph, it's got Ethan Ralph's blood on it. Could be tested for AIDS.
If you drop it in the bathtub, you'll
There's a
get a
price
bunch
on my
of
head
tiny
in 2
little
states, my friend.
those like monkeys.
The government doesn't
Oh, I
like
see
me.
monkeys.
Sea monkeys, but they'll just
Like
yell,
you,
"You're who I am!"
I've been around for as long as I can
We
remember.
think
Yeah.
if yeah, that's what that quote was about.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Jesus Christ. You might want to grab this with tongs when it comes out because it might have coronavirus. Mint is very brave to be holding it right now, but he did spit his blood all over her face.
I mean,
so
regardless of that,
she would
I.
have it one way or another. Yeah.
Yeah, she's-
We literally have to take her to get a COVID test
Very
this week
grateful
Yeah.
for your help.
because
Of this fucking idiot. But yeah,
Because he
so
spit in her
it
face.
just so happens that this shirt that he shredded that Bird was wearing is says White Urban Trash on it. It's a rare shirt from the early 90s that my parents got from someone they did the Lalapalooza tour
He
with.
couldn't have picked a better shirt to try and
It
tear off.
truly
of me.
couldn't have been. I mean, it's a shame because it's such a good-looking shirt on you, but it only lasted a week.
I think it looks better this way now. And I mean, this new Hawaiian shirt, I mean, I think I look better than anyone else on the internet who's been known to wear Hawaiian shirts.
Absolutely true.
yeah, that's your new thing is wearing.
Wait, don't move on yet.
As a protest to the Boogaloo Boys.
So yeah, if you want the Ralph shirt, you have to specify.
For the rest of this.
Oh god, it looks too much like him now. Starts
North Memphis,
South Memphis, Westwood, or North
North Memphis, South Memphis, Westwood, or North Memphis, South Memphis, Westwood.
All right. So yeah, the White Urban Trash shirt. If you want to win this, any super chat or PayPal donation to digibroniMLP@gmail.com. If you use that method, please tell us what name you want us to say, but specify that you want the Ralph shirt in whatever way you feel. If you just want to scream "Gunt" or whatever, that's a fine way to do it. You'll win that shirt. If you don't specify anything, you'll win one of these other 11 classic Digibro shirts.
Whoa, there's
Some of
one
them have
more
changed
shirt for
since
the raffle.
earlier in the-
There's one more
Oh,
shirt
yeah,
for the
that's
raffle.
right.
There's a runner-up prize. We're
That's
nice
right.
people.
If you don't win the Ralph shirt, you might get the runner-up prize of the Digibro shirt that was designed by May. She wrote Digibro.
Design was her passion.
Yes.
You can see it on the shirt.
She drew a Mewtwo on the back and Digibro in all caps on the front. It's pretty goofy.
When Mint makes shirts, they kind of look like this.
Yeah.
Like instead, they look like shirts.
Yeah. And then the
Art is hard, guys.
So if you don't specify that you want a Ralph related shirt, then you can win one of these other 11 Digibro related shirts. The character that I used to play on the internet back when I had a beard. This is a fucking crazy ass Omo Cat shirt. Actually, if this was small enough for me to fit it, I would still wear this, but it's unfortunately a large men's shirt. We've got the demonetized long sleeve. It says not suitable for most advertisers. This is a We Are Change shirt. Pretty good YouTube channel and very fun shirt to wear around.
And if you wear it, you are change.
This is the RX-78's head, the original Gundam. Very classic shirt. If you wear this around conventions, everyone will ask where you got it, and you'll say, I got it from Digi's Nerd Cube ad, because that's the only place it was ever sold. I don't even know if that Nerd Cube even got sold to anybody. I think I might have received the only one that existed. I think that company went out of business after.
I'm just gonna have the elated Eric Dorman hang out with us on stream.
Mio Akiyama, one of the main characters from K-On! Very comfortable shirt made by a fan, sent in the mail.
A classic anime, as recently explained by you.
Yes, how K-On! Became a classic is a recent video I made. If anybody here doesn't realize, I am still making anime analysis videos. Totozilla here. This is Totoro as Godzilla stomping around Tokyo. Very cool, large shirt. Picked up
Totozilla
in LA.
does, in fact, have shit on King Kong.
Indeed. We've got the Pinkie Pie Party Hard shirt. Andrew WK sold this on his website when he was saying that he was the reincarnation of Pinkie Pie. And it's pretty sick. She's bleeding out of her face. We've got Lucky Ava, which is the sisters from Lucky Star dressed as the girls from Evangelion. And I wore this in front of the rebuild of Evangelion character designer while he was ranting about how Moe is killing the industry, and then he got distracted by it and asked about how it existed. And finally, this fan-made Fooly Cooly shirt that was sent to me. Maybe not finally. There's actually two more Fooly Cooly shirts in this pile. Yeah, this one is sick, and this one coming up here is also very sick. And people have been asking me where to get it for a long time. I bought all these at conventions, so I have no idea where they can be found. But my favorite is the Haruhara Haruko versus the World shirt. I always say it the Japanese way, even though it's written the English way on the shirt. Scott Pilgrim with Fooly Cooly. And then finally, we've got the original Hey I'm Grump shirt from the game Grumps. People love this shirt when you wear it out and about because everybody relates to being a bit of a grump. So any $2 plus super chat will enter you into that raffle. If you donate more than $2, say $4, $6, you'll get 2, 3, however many fucking names written down in the raffle. You can also donate through PayPal, digibroniMLP@gmail.com. Send money there and we'll put your ballots in. Just make sure you tell us what name you want written down. Mint is currently writing down 150 of the last donator's name who gave $300. So
Remember,
that's your competition.
If you can't stay until the end of the stream, at which point we will theatrically announce the winners, then go ahead and come back tomorrow, skip to the end and see if you won anything. If you're one of the winners, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram at ASE Presents. I prefer Twitter. I understand some people don't have Twitter. You can email me to RileyMix1@gmail.com, anything like that. So there's like 12 business email. Mio.
Hey, $10 chat from ZNDX or ZND13 in Roman numerals. Need that lucky Ava. Finally, somebody wants the lucky Ava shirt.
Absolutely
Priceless merchant.
Red Corrigan, sir.
Well, look at you. From Toad to Prince. This is a bit much, ain't it? Coach? We can't whinny up there on horses like
So currently, me and my friend Trelawney are sneaking onto a riverboat where a bunch of illegal gambling happens, so we can rob the illegal gamblers. Or no, actually, this is just the one where we're cheating illegal gamblers. So we'll be playing some cards. We cheating a lot because Trelawney's got his own strategies. He's a fancy man compared to us vagabonds.
Vagabond
It's a
phenomenon.
man called Desmond Blythe.
It's a song I wrote once.
Made a fortune and
It's never been released.
Likes to play fast and
Are you gonna
always
release it?
keep some
No, because
collateral in
the
a
second
safe
verse never got
upstairs.
recorded, and it's not by me.
So,
It was written, but never
if Strauss is sitting behind him, how does he know
Cypherpunk.
what cards I got?
C-I-P-H-U-R.
has recently become a very good friend of mine. Another one. Don't worry, Arthur. We're all the
You guys got mint salad writing lines over here.
He'll make sure you get the right cards.
Absolutely priceless.
What could possibly
Giga Donk McFronk with $5 says, I'm finna win that Scott Pilgrim X Fully Cooley shirt, dog. Let's go!
Two entries for Giga Donk McFronk. I just wanted to say that because it sounded like a lot of fun to say. Giga Donk McFronk. You want to give it a shot?
Giga Donk McFronk!
Everyone at home, take a second, say it to yourself. Giga Donk McFronk.
Giga Donk McFronk! Good luck,
sir. Now remember what I said, Arthur.
Here is aforementioned riverboat.
Giga Donk McFronk! Giga Donk McFronk!
Watch Strauss. Listen to the dealer, and this should be a very lucky night.
Oh man, Nathan Ralph lecture would be really funny.
Good lord.
I mean, like,
That would be
look,
so long.
Look, after the hype of this, you know, this weekend where we are gonna profit off of his retardation, we're just gonna, like, you know, stop fucking. We don't care about him. We have shit to do. We have a lot of much cooler, much more interesting people to go talk to and hang out with. But when he complains about us for 6 months and that gets really boring and stale, we might drop something funny. I don't care. I mean, I got plenty of shit to make like a constant cop out of. You know, on Tommy C's show, he said, "Well, I could have just bashed their car in with the baseball bat." Like, bro, you're so fucking stupid. I can't believe an ex-con would say that like on purpose on a podcast.
Make criminal threats in public, why don't you? Like,
No, it's so funny. Like the lack of awareness is bizarre.
Otaku Heart had 5 entries saying, I know I need that lucky Ava shirt. Or hell no, I need that lucky Ava shirt. Don't want to misquote.
oh, Giga Donk McFronk!
Giga Donk McFronk. Giga Donk McFronk.
You should give them 1 extra entry because now they've done $2 more.
Oh,
Because they
you're
did
right.
$4.99 each.
Each time was $5.
We're
so in
gracious.
total-
We won't hold you to the 2 cents.
Incredible. Giga Donk McFronk. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head for the rest of my life now.
What did they say? Alright, here's $5 more for making me blush, you sweeties. Thank you, Giga Donk McFronk.
Giga Donk McFronk.
Giga Donk McFronk, have you seen my biplane? It's pretty cool. I built it right before the stream. I was gonna build it on stream, but I had to think, like, I'm playing a video game. I can only play Red Dead when I'm with you guys, so I don't wanna take up the time building up a Lego when I could be showing you guys hot cowboy action. But I will show off this biplane. It's time to cheat at poker.
We have a chair here with your name on it, sir. Hey, mister.
No, I think someone's just giving me signals the whole time.
Thanks. I'm doing pretty well, thanks. Glad to hear. Take care.
Man, I wasn't sure if we could top our last live stream's monetary amount, and we have. I'm
Sampling
like,
Not to worry. Welcome to the game, Mr. Callahan. Okay, gentlemen, let's play.
Hope you're a player.
oh yeah, we're going at least another another full hour.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Chips already stacked up, waiting for me. I like this joint already.
We aim to please, sir.
So, how are we all fair?
Some better than others.
If we all fared the same in life now.
So this man in the corner here, Strauss, is letting me know what everyone else at the table has, so I know exactly what bet to make.
The hosiery king. I should have brought my
It is, but you should never play any game unless you know you're going to win.
Yes, you should have.
I need another Bentushi. Where is the box?
I got it. I have very long arms. My arms are as long as Ethan Ralph is tall.
Which is to say, like 3.5 feet.
Mr. Blythe wins with 3 queens.
It's impressive for arms, not the full length of the person.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I guess it's just you and me now, friend. Yes, it is. Time to see if you're really the man you seem to think you are.
I literally have the Giga Donk McFrock song that I made up stuck in my head, and it's like, it's a lot. Thank you.
For my sins.
Funny, I haven't heard of you.
Oh, you will. You know, I thought about getting into hosiery, but I just look better in a suit.
I would stick to oil, Mr. Callahan. I don't think you have a future on the stage.
You sound
Oh,
just like my wife.
someone was mentioning that I had missed their super chat. JCMZ with $2 and said, "What meant by used to May being out of her mind?" I mean, I've seen it before. Like, we've told the story. This vlog is not on my channel anymore. It might be on a archive channel. But the video, the Boston Experience, talks about how she had to spend like. Also on the Patreon, there's a podcast called the 2 Months Review where May had to spend a week in a mental hospital. It was very unfortunate. It shouldn't have been a whole week, but due to weird scheduling, she ended up there for that long. But
I mean, and she was also, you know, only in there that long because you and everyone else thought you made a mistake and immediately tried to rectify it and begged to try to help her get
I heard
out.
there was some big boys on this boat.
we spent the whole time trying to get her out.
Sit your hillbilly ass down.
No, I mean, I was there like every day the whole time. We would visit every time we were allowed to, which was like 2 visitations a day, and each time it was like in the afternoon she'd be completely fine, but in the morning she'd be like fucking completely tweaked from spending all night in a mental hospital surrounded by crazy people. So yeah, there was no early release, but I'm just saying, I've seen her in a manic state, and she's currently acting similar to how she acts when she's in a manic state. Ronak with another 2 donations. I'm not a medical officer also, by the way. This is not like a fucking professional opinion.
Don't worry,
just
sir.
something I'm saying
Everyone
as
is
somebody
the
who used to
author of his
date
own
that
good
girl.
fortune.
I really don't even want to talk about her too much. Ronak, $5 and said, "Have you heard of chaos magic? It's something you would probably fuck with, B. Basically, it's the final form of schizo posting to the point it changes reality." I mean,
Anton LaVey was I think he created it if he wasn't just a big proprietor of it. Anton LaVey being the founder of the Church of Satan.
what is the functional difference between chaos magic and schizo posting in this case? It's like schizo posting changes reality for sure. I've seen it happens on the Twitters. So Ethan White with another $3 donation.
It's upstairs. Shall we go and have a look?
Why not?
Yeah, I'll have to look into this idea of chaos magic. I mean, I'm not the type of person who, like, I'm not that interested in, like, magic in the way that it's been conceived in, like, by other people, basically. Like, I just like to take the things I do already that seem like magic and call that magic. So, like, the way that I think of time and the way that I interact with management of time, I like to call time magic because it seems magical the way I'm able to do it.
We live in strange
but
times.
you know, It's not like I'm pulling from someone else's book on time magic or something like that. I tend to write my own rules, you know? I'm a spell crafter, not a spell learner.
Next, we'll be hiring Negroes.
I know.
Straight back mountain.
You missed the important part. A pimp named Straight Back Mountain.
Really is a handsome piece. Foreign made, but you can't have everything.
Well, actually, he had first said a pimp named Slickback Mountain, and then he said Straight Back Mountain separately. Didn't you two convince yourself that you're both magical girls? I mean, yeah. But again, like, I like talking about normal things in a way that sounds fantastical because that's how you have fun with your life. So when I say things like, I'm a time witch, I'm a magical girl, it's like, yeah, that just is like a fun way of describing something that's hard to describe about what you do. You know, but like using cultural reference points that are aesthetically interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any more about how May takes it because again, I don't really want to talk about her. I don't want to start like saying shit just to invite like oh, now everybody's gonna be talking about what we're saying about each other all the time on the internet. Like, I don't want to be saying shit, honestly.
You are saying shit, and you don't not want to be saying shit, but you wouldn't fucking be saying shit.
All right, well, I'm gonna stop saying shit.
From every side. Shut the fuck up, or don't shut the fuck up. Don't pretend you're gonna shut the fuck up while not shutting the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I have to do that to you. Like,
well, that's what I'm doing, is saying I'm shutting the fuck up. I don't want to talk. Like, I was talking about her, and then I realized, oh, you know what? I don't want to talk about her.
Superchat asking a specific question.
This is what tends to happen when you leave Trelawney in charge of planning. Oh, garnish no meat.
You essentially got the point. Chaos magic is just DIY magic, getting rid of all the artifice with art being super big. Peeps like Grant Morrison and Alan Moore are big chaos magicians. That makes sense.
Thanks.
Alan Moore. I know he worships a giant snake.
Till we know we need to.
As do you.
We can still blend into the crowd when it all goes crazy.
Which it surely will.
That's perverse. Alright, let's see if there's anything on the PayPals. There is. We've got $3. They call me MNNM. Write me down for that priceless raffle, please. Absolutely priceless. The fucking priceless meme is my favorite. I can't.
This is not a meme. This is priceless merchandise.
It is priceless merchandise that you can.
Famous YouTuber Digibro wore this before he unfortunately passed away from a weed overdose.
That's true. We did find out on the last stream that that's how Digibro died. It was from being the first person ever to OD on weed. Oh, and then NM made another donation of $2. So I'm going to count that as a total of $6 and give you three entries.
Three entries total.
Yes.
We're now fighting all this riverboat because they found out we stole from them. We got a lot of money, though. Yeah. Well, I can only play when I'm on stream. Like, I couldn't get as far as I could as quickly as I could last time.
I'm gonna open and play with this fucking gym.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Show us your toy. I've been showing off my biplane this whole time.
No, I'm not gonna, no. I'm just gonna open it and throw it around.
I'll throw my biplane at.
See, you have a plane, I have a tank. You have a biplane.
We're getting together a toy military here.
To protect ourselves against toy soldiers like Ralph.
If you've seen JoJo's Part 4, it's essentially we're building Bad Company.
Oh, I think
Silly me, I clean forgot to bring my gun.
Oh, I don't have any of my stuff with me. That's unfortunate.
Damon Smith said, yo, question for B. What is your favorite album, line, and song you've ever made, written? Sorry, chat got missed again. I don't know if that meant a super chat I missed. Did I miss a super chat from Damon?
You do.
Well, if anybody had an entry that I missed, let me know and I'll write it. David, let me know how much it was for. But my favorite album, line, and song I've ever made or written. My favorite song is either I'm Ethereal, which is my favorite one that like I produced. Fuck, there's like a lot of ones I really like. Fucking Ghoster. Those, yeah. I'm gonna limit it to like the ones I produced for my favorite songs that I've made, just because like.
Money shot. Money shot.
Ah, a toy. Oh, it's a tank. Oh no, a tank fell on me. I've had it rain on me by a G.I. Joe. Well, actually, I think this is the tank.
Yeah, shut up.
But yeah.
Build the tank, right? It has to be built.
My favorite songs are Ghoster and I'm Ethereal, because they're both like structured full songs that like have parts to them and are very satisfying and whole and super memorable. Album, I like Gay and Dead is like the most like complete. Fuck Off Mixtape is the one that I used to listen to just for fun the most. Because it's got the most like just hard banger songs on it. The World Over actually is probably my favorite conceptual one, because I put a lot of thought into that one, probably too much, because it's like a lot. And then yeah, Boogie Pop Duo is really good. Skip the Hate with Vizier is like my favorite full album that I've been a part of, so if that counts, then I would say Skip the Hate. And favorite lyric, shit. I do like my recent "You Aren't Real Until Reality Is Changing in Your Wake" line.
Pretty good.
I also like on my latest album where I'm like stretching it out like a turd filling the toilet, spoiled it, now it's shit, foiled it.
Yes, it's
Poop bars are the best. I just had to have one.
You're saying you're on that new shit.
Yeah, I'm on that new shit. That new shit. I have a lot of favorite bars. I can't pick just one.
What's your favorite bar from Skip the Hate?
From Skip the Hate? Let me think. Probably the very beginning of oh yeah, feeling like hey, reassociate, reappropriate the disassembled pieces of your self, like when you procreate. No, how they reappropriate, God damn it. Reassociate, reappropriate the disassembled pieces, how they fit like when you procreate. Feeling like a fake cause I lack a lake, inner ocean sparkle in the heat of so much hate. I'm the birthplace of the new style, now the old style, that's a grown child. I'm a known wild card and a Girl Scout. That whole part. Particularly, I'm the birthplace of the new style, now the old style, that's a grown child. That's probably my favorite line I've ever written.
Alright.
Bar none.
Cypherpunk.
150 entries right there.
Jesus
for Cypherpunk.
Christ.
This is massive.
Unbelievable.
And now it's to get to Terran.
Now she has to tear all of those.
That's at least 149 rips. I'm bad at math. I was just covering my bases. At least 148.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now I'm just thinking about that line and how good it is. I'm the birthplace of the new style, now the old style, that's a grown child. I'm just like surprised nobody thought of it before. That's
the best bars are like that.
My favorite like phrase I've ever come up with, you could call it a bar but it's not in a song, is romance is finding a billion ways to say the same thing. I want it to come back to me as a quote from someone, like attributed to someone else. I'm trying to like say it only in subtle places so that people won't like attribute it to me. Just like they'll just remember having heard it and think it's something that someone said.
That was you.
Romance is finding a billion ways to say the same thing.
Okay.
I kind of thought you would have taken that from somewhere.
No, I'm trying to make it look like I took it from somewhere.
That's exactly, you do it very well.
Thank you.
You know, as they say, romance is.
Sounds like you're just pulling my dick.
Welcome, sir. Come in and have a glass.
Would you ever do another thing like Digibro? Possibly. I definitely want to, like, do another album over, like, classic beats. But, I mean, I pretty much used every Nujabes beat that I was interested in on that one. So, like, specifically that, I like the idea that Digibro is sort of the, like, the swan song of Digibro as a human character, because like it, you know, Nujabes is dead. I used the picture of his like obituary face and put Digi sunglasses on it and stuff for that album, and it was made like, I don't think it was after I'd started transitioning, but it was around the time that I was, yeah, so probably I already knew I was transitioning, and like I reused a lot of my favorite bars and like basically all my best raps were redone for that album if they weren't already on the Old School Underground remix tape album. So it was a good way to just like collect all of Digibro's raps and then just like finalize them in like an obituary and then close off that character, you know. So there could never quite be another Digibro, but you know, a project of like taking songs that I like and redoing them over classic beats is something I would definitely consider doing again.
Let's see about this.
Apparently a couple of shill threads got made on our music recently. I assume that they mean on 4chan. Somebody's shilling our music on 4chan. Awesome. David
Everything
Smith says
is
Skip the Hate was also like the best moment of 2021. I agree. You fuck with Playboy Cardi? We listened to
Yes, Slayer and Vamp Anthem are literally hyper pop tempo tracks. And if you're trying to convince trap people this, then he's definitely making trap. He's making tempo. I mean, hyper. He's making hyper.
yeah, I definitely think he makes some Dempa-ass music on some of those songs.
Tempo with only one beat.
Kazmu with $5 says, "Gimme shirt."
I'm glad we get to spend tomorrow shipping like 15 things, 16 things. I mean that genuinely, it comes off the same time. I am glad we get to do that.
We get to ship 16 pieces of priceless merch.
Priceless merch.
It's not about the money. Money. We don't need your money. Money. We just want to make the world dance.
change.
Forget about the price tag.
Is it world dance, man?
Yeah, it is. Come on, Jesse J. What do you?
Hey, the homie Dyron Miller Entertainment here. Dyron said, "Whole lot of red, my favorite party album." Dyron is a crazy rapper. Y'all need to go check him out. Look up Dyron Miller official on Instagram, I think. Just go look up Dyron Miller on SoundCloud. Like his album has a cover of Rick and Morty.
That shit.
Kind of art.
The stuff that you played me was absolutely bars and had some crazy production.
After the stream, I'll probably hit him up on Discord. We'll chat with him. That
Yeah,
dude's
I was
insane.
really into all of your music, so
I'm gonna make music with him. He's
You bastard.
I'm excited.
I think that fella might have just picked your pocket.
Quiet.
Excuse me.
Gigadonk McFronk with another
Gigadonk
$2.
McFronk!
Think stream still be going when I wake up at 4:20? I don't think it will still be going at 4:20, no. But we'll probably be up. I don't know. I don't remember when I woke up today.
We're on that new, that Thomas Jefferson, Ben Franklin, nap schedule.
Sleep for as long as you can. As you start sleeping when you drop a pin, you wake up when it drops.
What?
That's the Thomas Jefferson.
I like it.
So you drop a
You
pin.
hold a pen when you go to sleep. When you hear it drop, you wake up.
Ah.
You can't drop the pen.
Nah, you gotta sleep that quickly. You gotta. That's. Bam. Bam.
No, I'm talking more along the. Yeah, that was his extreme version when he had to like work. But in his off time, both of those guys didn't keep a day schedule. They don't care about 24-hour, 12-hour clocks. So you just go to sleep whenever you want to sleep and wake up whenever you want to be
That's
awake.
pretty much how I've lived my life.
And then just work.
Not even by choice. I just can't force myself to sleep.
No,
So
MF Doom's one of the greatest ever lived.
MF Doom, rest in peace.
Food. It's great. Wrap snitch spinaches.
Slow down some, don't split, clown bum. Your gold hit sound dumb. Hold it now, crown 'em. Where you found them? I got round town. Coulda drowned in it. Woulda floated, bloated, loaded, sugar coated, loaded, hip shooter. Draw for the poor, free coffee at the banks. Destroy no more for me, thanks. Thanks to raw, that dank show stank lit. Saint past the pit for more hardcore prank spit. Crank it on blast, roll past Front Street, blew the whole spot. Skunk meat. I could never understand what he was saying there, but who could get looser off a crunk or a funk beat?
Well, that has been the Gorilla.
That was a Gorilla song, wasn't it?
It was a Gorilla song featuring MF Doom.
I've only listened to Gorilla songs that have Doom or
Dope.
Excuse me, sir. Can I bother you for a minute of your time?
That's his little cousin.
Can I tell
Hey,
you
have
a
you
little
lost
about
weight
what we're doing
lately?
here?
If you have intentionally, congratulations.
Less than a
I
minute.
have
I promise.
intentionally lost a lot of weight recently. I'm like 125 pounds. Feels pretty good. Sometimes I'm a little worried the wind's gonna take me, but it's really fun to be able to bounce around. We took some footage today of me dancing in front of this mural in like down in Virginia Beach, like at the beach. And I was just fucking leaping around and throwing my body around like a fucking rag doll, and it was pretty fun.
What is your name, sir?
Arthur Morgan.
Your donation will be acknowledged on a founder's plaque when the building is completed. You have a great day, Mr. Morgan.
Check the PayPal. I'm a mind reader.
Ooh, there's no fit there. You finally tackled this fat. You're right, I did have a video called Tackling This Fat, didn't I? Man, some of the pulls. Deep, deep pulls. So.
I'm so mad.
I'm gonna wait till you're done with those before I explain the raffle again. But regardless, y'all know that every $2 is a submission to a raffle. So, you know, even if you had no idea what you were raffling for, the sheer thought of winning things live in front of 111 people must be exciting enough to be worth the donation.
Exciting enough for the priceless merch.
Yes, the priceless merch that we have on raffle tonight.
The kind of priceless merch only a loser could make hundreds of dollars off of.
You seem to be at a good BMI or not too far from one. I would say so. I would say if I lost another 5 pounds, I might actually be at a bad BMI. I would be underweight, but I am 5'8.5", so.
I'm now a modern cowboy. I've purchased semi-automatic pistols in 1868. I don't know if semi-automatic pistols existed at that point, but I'm sure someone in the chat does. They're called the 1899, so I'm inclined to believe that these weapons were invented in 1899. But it's fun to have them. They go bang. Now I'm taking my horse first. Oh wait, there's alligators here. I can't
Taking
swim
your
in there.
horse to the Old Town Road.
I'm gonna ride
Till
till I can't no more.
Well, that's a kid's song. Please don't sing that on our adult streams.
Co-pilot Coco with $4 says every time that cowboy whistles, I think it's my nose.
That's hilarious. No, that's how I summon my horse. My horse, Bird Horse, comes to me at a moment's notice.
It just magically appears.
Yeah. The one thing, there's only one game I know that has a better horse mechanic than this game. It's essentially the exact same thing, but in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, while you're running and the horse runs up next to you, you can mount your horse, so you don't have to like take the time to transition of not being on the horse. You don't have to stop the horse and yourself to get on the horse. You can just run on the horse as it runs next to you. But, I mean, this is a realistic game. I'm willing to believe that it's not very realistic to do that.
Man, horses have like the best strength.
I didn't know that. Oh.
This game takes place in 1899.
Oh. Cool. Then yeah. Then perfect. It makes sense.
The equivalent of a new car.
MNM says you're probably skinnier than me now, which makes me depressed. You shouldn't be depressed. I put a lot of effort in. I worked out. I diet heavily. If you like eating, you might not want to live the same. I mean, granted, a lot of my ability to lose weight is because Bird will cook me at least one meal so satisfying in a day that it like satisfies the reward part of food.
I'm a really good cook. I'm not good at math. We established
a big part of why I gained weight in the first place is that I,
You had a really bad cook living with you initially. Like, I mean,
it's also fair. But yeah, like this guy's style was like I was distracted by how on point he looks.
I'm sorry. I'm ruined.
I was about to say, like before, I would treat food as a reward. If I need to feel better, I will eat. But also, if I want to reward myself, I will eat. And like, if I don't eat something halfway decent in a day, then it makes me feel like I'm like, oh, I'm not living my life well enough, So like, as long as I get one really excellent thing every day, then I will feel like, okay, just like, life is worth it, basically. And Bird's stuff is so good that I don't feel the need to like eat basically anything else of like any kind of other meal. Like
restaurant food ain't got shit on mine.
Meal, and then I'll eat like small things throughout the day so that I don't eat like a ton. Trip with Canadian 504 says, give me 2 more entries. Also, how's Jesse been? You still keep in contact with him? I would love to hear him collab with you and Vizzy. I'd love to hear that too. I don't really know what's up with Jess right now. He doesn't have a lot of internet presence. Last I heard, he's just traveling around the country doing crazy stuff. So I would very much like to find out where he is once we have our RV going on and figure out where we can meet with him, because I think Riley and Jesse would be like a natural fit for collaboration and friendship. So I would like to see that too.
I'm beyond desperate. If you see any of them, can you bring them back?
So I'm tracking down a zebra, a tiger, and a lion. Thanks to this man. He's lost his exotic animals after telling his father that he didn't want to join the military. He wants to come to America and make it on the stage. No wonder he's so on point.
Someone asked, was that a knock against Victor? I assume meaning with the cook thing? No. Victor has never cooked anything for me.
I'm sure Vic is an amazing cook.
He does cook. He used to have a show called Poor Boy Eats about all his like his way of making cheap food good.
That's awesome.
Edible. But then he started being able to afford actual food, so he stopped making the show.
I was watching the Josh Weissman $2 sandwich but cheaper, and one of the comments was like, "Can you make a but quicker, where you make a recipe in like an hour?" And I thought it was a funny question, but now that I know that exists. So that person on that random Joshua Weissman video, if by some random chance you happen to also see this stream, Poor Boy Eats is where you can find what you're looking for. I'm whistling extra hard just to make sure that person really thinks it's their nose.
Yo, B, what's up? I'm just coolin',
We just coolin'.
We coolin'.
Alright, here's the last rip for Cypherpunk.
The 150 entries are done. Now, what are we doing here?
Holy shit. First, let me show off. You see all these ballots here? all of these entries, all of this is people who are trying to win one of the 11 classic
priceless pieces of merchandise
Priceless
that we have on raffle for
shirts that the character I used to play on the internet called Digibro used to wear back when he was alive. He died of a weed overdose, very rare condition, and we're raffling off all of his shirts, so including the ones that Zone is trying to compete for with this $5 that says, so what's the travel plan for the country? Are you interested in exploring American history during your travels? Will the road inspire your music, etc.? Yes to those questions, especially because Bird here is real big into American history. A big part of why he's interested in traveling the country is to study the history.
I also have a goal to see every national park in the country before I die.
And considering that we are all big fans of Hamilton, and in fact, just today, you made a purchase of...
Oh yeah, we bought Hamilton and Grant by Ron Chernow.
I don't know where they went, but yeah, you bought Grant, and we were talking about the possibility of writing a Grant concept album. So, you know, American history and music and traveling are basically the, like, founding blocks of what this group is trying to do. Anyway, that $5 donation gave that person, Zone, 2 entries, because they are $2 a piece, into the raffle to win one, potentially even all, of the 11 Digi shirts that are on call. I had not realized that Mint had gone to the bathroom when I started talking. This is the Mio Akiyama shirt from K-On! This was made by a fan. It's very comfortable. You can take that away now. The original Hey I'm Grump Game Grumps shirt with Egoraptor's face. Always complimented in public when I wear that. The Haruko Haruhara versus the World shirt, combining Scott Pilgrim and Fooly Cooley into one sick design. The blue Fooly Cooley shirt that I got at a con, and people are always asking where I got it, and I'm like, at a con. This one, meanwhile, is a custom-made Fooly Cooley shirt from a fan. It's got my Mimi smoking her Never Knows Best cigarette on it. Classic scene. The Lucky Ava shirt, which is the Hiragi sisters from Lucky Star, dressed as Asuka and Rei from Evangelion. I wore it in front of the Rebuild character designer once, and he was not happy about it.
The only complaint I have about that shirt is that Rei does not have toast in her mouth, and she is not running.
Yep. The Pinkie Pie Party Hard shirt that was made by Andrew WK when he believed that he was her reincarnation, or maybe still does.
Is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong.
Absolutely not.
Totozilla, it's Totoro and Godzilla all in one, stomping around Tokyo like a playground. And this original Gundam, this is the OG RX-78's head. It came in a nerd cube that they wanted me to advertise that nobody bought, and you can't find it anywhere. There's the demonetized hoodie. This is a piece of We Are Change merch that's really funny and could.
What else does it say?
Not suitable for most advertisers. And finally, this awesome yellow girl eating a big ice cream sundae Omo Cat shirt that was sent by a fan one time. All of them are sick. Most of them are not available commonly. We have $5 from Zoe? Not sure how you want to be pronounced. And Suspicious Narwhal with $10 says, put me in there. Will do.
Before that, real quick, one other raffle.
Yeah, so that's not even the only raffle that we're doing either. Because if you specify that you want to be put into the Ralph raffle...
Ralphel.
The Ralphel.
The kids are calling it.
As the kids are calling it. You can win, potentially, this white Urban Trash shirt that Bird here was wearing when he beat the shit out of Ethan Ralph. Ethan Ralph, an infamous alt-right streamer, came into my house uninvited and got his shit rocked by everybody in the house. And particularly after he came and sucker punched Riley, then Bird had to give him what for. And there's Ralph's blood on the shirt.
I punched him first, though. To be fair, next time I will flip a coin, play rock paper scissors, or challenge him to a game of checkers to see which one of us is allowed to hit each other first.
Yeah.
In all of my fights, because it has been pointed out to me by people that I respect that I did sucker punch him. So like I said, next time I'll have him sign a consent form and a release for the footage of him being a jackass.
Yeah.
And I'll even ask him where he would like me to ship his copy of the footage.
Yeah.
The raw footage. Next time.
So if you wanna test Ralph's blood for AIDS, you can potentially do that by winning that shirt. And the runner-up in that contest will also win this shirt that May personally designed. It says Digibro on the front and has a Mewtwo on the back. This is priceless merch. She made it herself with
Priceless,
fabric.
Literally priceless merch.
Fabric.
It's literally worthless
drawing
merchandise.
shit.
We have a pile of worthless merch, and we have a pile of priceless merch.
It's really up to you to decide which is which.
Cap says the boat's on Spotify? Yeah. John just messaged me and asked why.
It can be added back, but that's because I had taken that album off.
Oh, right. Well, no, just go through and remove the loser song.
Yeah, I can do that.
Or just put Capsize the Boat out as a single and we'll re-upload it on the main channel soon. It's a really good song.
Yeah, it is also the video is still up on After Dark, so on or rather the Digi Collective as it's currently called, and will soon be called. Well, hopefully soon. I don't know when YouTube will let me change the name of the channel, but it will be called Branches of Yig. I have to look into why it literally gives me no information on why I can't change it. So. Might be just like on that computer. Be any kind of fucking. YouTube works in very mysterious ways, my friends. I wrote about it, in fact, in a post on my Substack. Golden
On
Witch.
people saying that you can you sucker punch someone after they storm in and shove their gut in your face?
Saying that he didn't expect the punch.
You wound back,
shouldn't
looked at the
expect-
camera, handed the camera, like,
Telegraphed the fuck out of me. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Nobody who fights anyone ever thinks that it was a bad punch. But some other people think it wasn't a clean punch that I started the fight off with. I was expected to, I don't know, like push or something first. I don't know, bullshit. This is the cringiest thing I've ever heard from this guy. I don't care. It's, look, fucking...
don't show up to people's houses trying to start a fight. Like,
I'm not, I don't know if...
not you. No, I know. Yeah.
I'm saying if anybody thinks that was satire about the flipping the coin before I asked permission, you'd be right. I'm not going to do that in a fight. Come on now. Fucking the sucker punch that happened was when I gave the guy his phone back and the fight had cooled off.
And then he entered our house again,
Back in and hit me in the face.
and then got summarily beaten by the sledgehammer.
There it is. Yeah, good job, Bert.
I've said it before, but in no universe do you walk through the threshold of someone's house and not be expecting to get punched from that moment forward. That is when, the second his fucking fat foot went through the door, he should have heard round one, fight, in the back of his fucking mind.
While he was there yelling at me.
Yeah.
I just kept calling him 5'2". I figured he'd take a step back and cool off.
He burst into the house and shoved his gun against you. What's the next move from that?
Throwdowns are not cool. Vote him up.
Nobody's fucking here for a nipple rubbing contest in my fucking house. I'm very, very happy you punched him in the face. I just want to make that clear from my personal standpoint. I'm extreme. As the person who lives here and was feeling very threatened by what was going on, I'm very happy you fucking exited him from my house.
He spent 2 days hyping up that he'd be here, and then fucking, like, he told us when he'd be here, so we're on guard until then. Then he showed up hours later. None of you got to go to
His
sleep.
texts were threatening.
He showed up hours later at 2 in the morning, screaming in the street, trying to get people, like, trying to get her to come out, like...
That's not fucking trying to terrorize a trans girl, fucking a Twinkie boy, and my girlfriend here, who is a female. Then I don't know what is. And my job in the household is not to give a shit what the internet thinks. It is to punch that fucking guy in the face when he comes into the house. I regret nothing. Fucking, it's so dumb. It shouldn't even be a conversation.
$20.
We fought. That's all it was.
$20 from Boo. Thanks for all the content you made as Digibro. 2 questions. Do you have any plans or ideas for new neurotyping content? And what was the beat you used for the song On the Wrong Side from your SoundCloud? I want to cover it. The On the Wrong Side beat fuck, where did I get that sample? Oh, it was... I made that beat myself. It was a Mogwai sample. I don't remember the name of the song. That I threw just like a very basic drum loop over that I got from Beat Labs. So yeah, I could possibly get you an instrumental myself. You could DM me about it on Twitter and I'll see about it. And if I still have it somewhere, which I should. And the neurotyping content, I don't know if I'll do it the same way. Like, I've been watching, like, from the sidelines, people continue to talk about neurotyping and, like, further their ideas. I've had my own continued ideas about it. Like, to me, the next step is talk to a neuroscientist. Like, talk to someone who knows about the brain, who can help me to, like, put more concrete terms to what I think I'm describing, and then work from there. But, like, to me, that's the kind of thing where, like, there's no rush in, like, trying to figure all that shit out. It's like I'm literally trying to, like, invent a fucking science out of observation. So, yeah, it'll probably be a while before I do anything more with it. But, I mean, the exploration of how people think is deeply important to me in general. So, I will definitely have it in my thoughts. Sleepy Nougat with $2 says, if y'all come to Arizona, can I buy y'all lunch? Absolutely. If we're in Arizona, you'll probably know because we talk about where we're going a lot. But hit up ASC Presents on Twitter. He always is down to organize meetups with people wherever we are. And I love to receive free lunch personally. Sour with $2 says, have you seen the story of Digibro in 3 minutes? Probably. That sounds like one of the older making fun of me videos. If it is, I might have. I don't know. I don't usually watch videos where people are making fun of me, unless it's a positive video, in which case I just forgot, but it doesn't sound like it just based on the name. Maybe I'm assuming too much negativity.
What is the greater conjuring trick? Lassoing some poor beast on the plains of Mumbo Jumbo land and shipping it here so it can dance the polka?
You did the right thing. I don't think I would have been able to pull that off. Props to you, man.
Something mundane into something extraordinary.
Now I've got On the Wrong Side stuck in my head.
Prose and poetry.
Ooh, $10 from Jojo Banks. Can you neurotype everyone here, including you? Yes.
You don't pay me with tickets to your show.
Yeah, I assume he means in the
It's
room.
not everyone's cup of tea.
And speaking of my payment,
Of course. I shall make it worth your while. But first, we shall need the whole menagerie back before we can think about that. My assistant's gone for the tiger.
Tiger?
Yes, and taken our remaining lion in case it could lend a paw. They're down there on Caligo Way. Please.
So,
I hate to ask.
All right, let's see what I can do.
I would put both Bird and I into the fascinators category of people who are, like, very capable of putting things into words, but who also think in, like, abstractions at the same time, somewhere in between. Like, you use words more than I do, so you're probably, well, not use as in speak. You speak less, but inside your brain you seem to use more words than I do. So I would put you closer to the analyst category than I am. I would put Riley solidly in the analyst category. I would put Mint into the human-computer category. And I would put Cranberry Dave into the new type category.
Really?
You don't think you're a new type?
I haven't looked at the chart in a while. But
That's-
new type is like the Maddox one that's like way off to the right.
I mean, Maddox is like the worst version of a new type, but new type is like, yeah, like thinking more in like sounds and impressions than in literal words. So yeah, that's why I put you over there. Whereas like Riley and Bird seem to think more in words more of the time, but Riley also has like big image moments where he's like describing something that he clearly sees a picture of.
Wait, where'd you put Riley?
In the analyst category.
Oh, very true.
Yeah, like probably further to the right, so close to fascinators, but like more on the analyst side. And then Mint, actually, it's hard to, like, Mint communicates like a computer, but the way she thinks is new type because it's like all impressions, like it's not words, right? Like,
It's like a dialogue in my head,
makes
Okay.
a lot of sense based on how you give directions.
Yeah.
You're like having a Socratic like conversation on how to present this information.
Yeah, basically. It's a whole ass conversation with myself and like whole sentences and everything. That's how I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that might be more human computer-ish then. I'm not entirely sure. You're a difficult one because you're an artist and also an autist. So there's like both sides, and I mean the way that you communicate is like what I would traditionally consider a human computer. So I'm gonna put you over there. You just happen to be an doing art with it, which is fascinating in its own right. But that's why I need to do more research into neurotyping, because I don't feel like it's perfect yet. Because there's still people who I struggle with, like it challenges the meaning of it when I have to define someone by it and I can't. It makes me think, well, maybe it's not as good as it should be.
I mean, I think every personality test has that problem. Like you can only have so many matrices like on which to measure someone, because there's a lot more than like what's that big one, Myers-Briggs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That only measures people on a couple key personality traits, like the Big Five.
Right.
It's in the name, Big Five. And that's the one that I found most accurate. Because rather than putting you in like one of 16 or one of 32 spots, it shows you like a stat. Like IVs in Pokemon, that kind of thing.
Right.
Like you could max out neuroticism or openness to experience, low in other ones, and that tells you a lot about your personality.
Alright, we had Jonah Need with $5. Said, just bought a short-tempered felon shirt. Sorry you had to deal with that. So I'm putting your votes into the Ralph box here. And Jacob Wagner with $2. Did you ever talk to Devu about the videos? Do you mean the videos like on the channel? I did. After I had made the video saying I was going to get rid of them all, Devu was discussing the possibility of uploading all the ones that she's worked on to her own channel. So that may or may not happen depending on what Devu decides. But I basically gave everybody permission to upload my shit anywhere, and so you know, could happen.
You got it.
Do you plan on making anime essay videos like the K-On! One you posted last week? And if so, will it be frequent or something you do when you feel like it? It will be as frequent as is necessary to get my channel to be watched by people. And I have another one coming very soon on Sangatsu no Lion. So look forward to that. It's already been written. Just got to be edited.
Do something.
But yes, the answer is yes.
I'm saving a sick man right now.
It's currently 1:12. Do we want to make a 30 minutes left announcement?
Yeah. At 1:30 we will start doing
The drawing.
All right, we're gonna start drawing the winners at
1:25 is your last chance to.
Yes, at 1:25 we will be shutting down. We'll basically say get your last super chat in now, and then at 1:30 we'll be pulling the ballots. So anybody who wants a chance to win any of the stuff that we're raffling off, you gotta get in. We'll probably go over it again like 10 minutes before the end, and then that'll be that. Sangatsu gang, rise up. Is Devu a girl now? Technically, when a trans person transitions, they were always the gender they're transitioning to.
I thought Devu was an amorphous purple blob.
Also possibly true. I believe Devu has she/her pronouns on the bio. So, I remember looking into that. Sorry for not having seen the video yet. Are you talking about the Ralph one? It's pretty fucking fun. I would highly recommend it.
You should be apologizing to yourself. Depriving yourself of that beautiful video.
Oh man, and the turnaround too. That literally the break-in happened at 2 a.m. It was probably 3 by the time the cops were gone, and I believe the video came out at noon. So I basically spent 7 hours in a non-stop editing blitz to get that thing out.
Me just running back and forth around the house to make sure that Vin's making my funny shirt, to make sure that
Yeah.
Dave's got the music together for it. It's all Dave's beats in the background. We had to make
So
sure,
good.
you know, I'm running in, giving Dave jokes about being short and such. It was a very good cooperative effort. That's the kind of concept you can expect from the full force of Yig Studio.
It truly was. I mean, it couldn't have existed without everyone in it.
It sure couldn't.
I can't feel it anymore.
It also really shouldn't have existed for anyone's sake, but
There was every opportunity for it not to exist.
yeah. We literally begged it not to happen. We were like setting up cameras like, man, I hope we don't have to turn on all these cameras and make a fucking hilarious meme video out of this retard trying to break into my house, but here we go. Alright, Otaku Heart has given $10 and said, really want that Lucky Ava shirt.
Just saw you fall out of the saddle. Don't worry, you're at the doctor.
Thanks, friend. I appreciate it.
Sure.
There's also the matter of my payment. But we'll deal with that later.
All right.
A lot of blood loss. This wound's badly infected. I'll save as much as I can.
Next time we're...
I'll have to amputate.
Yeah, next time we're back at like an MMA, and do some kicking. Everybody's in taekwondo is a kicking. Yeah,
And should have kicked more.
I mean, nobody kicked. There was another funny comment out there. I should have kicked him in the face. I thought about it. I'm like, no, you didn't.
What?
You did not lift your leg up to my face while I'm standing.
His own gun would block that.
He just absolutely. Or maybe he said he was going to do it after he sucker punched me and I was knelt down like that, but there's just no way. He doesn't have the ability to do that.
I don't believe he has the balance.
Nah, in no way would he be capable of that. Look, everyone did exactly what they are capable of doing in that situation. That's true. Don't let any coping losers tell you that something else could have happened. Bird could not have fight worse, or fight more, and beat him up worse. He couldn't have. Because he only, he doesn't hit people.
Right.
He's a very, insular boy. He's not trying to, he was trying to pretend they weren't here for most of it. While I was standing at the door, fucking Mitt jumped in because they were pulling my hair. He wasn't a fair fight.
Yeah, they picked the fight.
It's
Like,
a very special circumstance. It's not indicative of who we are, how we behave. It's indicative of how you should treat your mouth.
That's a very good way of putting it. Another 5 entries for Zoe. And also, Incl Arulas had asked, hello B, how's your opinion changed on Attack on Titan? You can find that out by going to the Cantant channel.
Cantant!
Cantant! K-H-A-N-T-E-H-N-T. Cantant!
Cantant!
Where Best Guy Ever and I have been covering every single episode of Season 4. We've done the whole show up to that point. I love it. I've been very excited about it and talking about it each week, so my opinion changed a lot. But it's just because it got so much better.
I mean, I think Attack on Titan Season 4 is way better than Game of Thrones Season 8.
I think it's better than Game of Thrones season, anything after 3.
I've only seen Game of Thrones Season 8.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, those...
I
he
enjoyed it.
said he wants them in the Ralph one. He just, suddenly said that after the fact.
Don't you have any warmer clothes than that?
You only dropped one in there, right?
2.
Yep.
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
How are you? Been quite a journey since I joined you fellas.
Yes.
And now
donated
you and
enough
Dutch
time.
have joined high society.
If he wins in the other box.
Yeah, seems so.
Spook in
I think
Space
my
with
days
$10.
of
How do
donated
go?
Well, I just saw Bill Williamson at a party at the
How do
Denise's
go?
mayor's house. If he can do it, anyone can.
You get any leaks?
Yeah, I think so.
You know so, Arthur Morgan. Come on. We need to talk. Miss Sadler, will you excuse us?
When you gonna let me come robbing with you, Dutch?
My lord, a few more like her, we could take over the whole world.
A few more like her, there wouldn't be much of a world left.
Yes, perhaps. Now, the trolley bus station.
You have one more for Phobos for the regular raffle.
I think we can hit it.
Phobos, that Mio shirt is sick. Love the WATP appearance.
I think she is one of the top 5 guests on WATP.
Thank you. I agree. I love being
Carl has one of my favorite podcasts.
That's my favorite show to go on because it is like a natural fit for my style.
That's easy. Make him change.
Very funny.
All right, we've got 10 minutes left, so we should do another quick run over. Well, 5 minutes till it's over. 10 minutes till the drawing. So go.
All right. So, there's only 10 minutes left before we draw the winners of this here raffle, but we're going to go over what's being raffled one more time just so everybody knows. So that if anybody wants to get a last-minute submission, you'll get your chance. First, if you do not specify what raffle you want to be in, you just want to be in a raffle and you give $2 or more, every $2 that you donate will be another writing of your name into this box to win either one or all of these shirts, depending on how many times you enter. You've got the Omo Cat girl with a big smoothie shirt, or ice cream sundae rather. Delicious. Makes me hungry just looking at it. You got the demonetized long sleeve. It says not suitable for most advertisers. It's a We Are Change merch. This is a Gundam head, the original Gundam. Very rare shirt that I am a big fan of. Totozilla, which is Totoro and Godzilla all in one, terrorizing Tokyo like a beast, as you do. You've got the Pinkie Pie Party Hard shirt. She's bleeding out of her face like Andrew WK because he's the one who sold this shirt on his store when he was talking about how he is her reincarnation. We've got the Lucky Ava shirt, which is the girls from Lucky Star dressed up as the girls from Ava. It's pretty fun of a mashup. You've got a plethora of Fooly Cooly shirts. This one was made by a fan and has Mamimi with the Never Knows Best cigarette in her mouth.
Come on, quick.
We've got this long Fooly Cooly shirt which has Mamimi giving a cigarette to Kanti. It's blue. It's very popular. And the Haruko Haruhara versus the World Scott Pilgrim Fooly Cooly crossover shirt for those who were living in the zeitgeist of 2007. And Heian Grump, the original Heian Grump Game Grumps shirt. Always gets complimented when I wear it out and about. And the Mio Akiyama from Hokago Tea Time K-On shirt. Very, very comfortable gray shirt. So, you could win any of those if, like, Ekans, or Gigadonk McFronk and ZND13, you made a donation for that. But if, like, Ekanzone, you made $2 and said, I hate Ralph, specifically, in your donation, you will be entered into the Ralphful. This is the Ralphful. So anybody who specifies anything about Ralph is entered into the Ralphful, where you can win this Urban White Trash shirt that Ari wore when he punched Ralph in the face and got Ralph's blood on the shirt. You can get it DNA tested, find out if he's got AIDS. It was torn up in the fight that they had, but it says White Urban Trash. Came from a 90s vintage pair of people my parents knew on the Lalapalooza tour. And the runner-up will get this Digibro shirt that May designed. It says Digibro real big on the front, has Mewtwo on the back, drawn in fabric paint. So, those are all the things. Atkinson wants Ralph. Bam. Gigadonk is strong with $5. Any thoughts on femboys? Like, I identify as male, but I try to look like a girl and do act feminine sometimes. Not trans, but the next best thing. I think femboys are dank. Some people say that my boyfriend is a femboy. I don't really think he's very feminine, personally.
I do cook, you're right. That is,
I'm pretty sure that's a masculine hobby.
Depends on who you ask.
The way you cook is not like how a woman cooks.
Yeah, that's fair.
You cook like how a man cooks.
And the sledgehammer speaks for itself.
This man will literally grill every day.
I will.
You literally will grill every fucking day.
With charcoal.
Yes, with charcoal every day. I've never ever met a woman who will grill more than once a month.
I've never even met a woman who could put together a grill, to be honest with you.
That's all. I would not have been able to put together that grill. It was a fucking nightmare. ZND13 with $10. Doubling up on Lucky Ava. Would you consider something like Sea-Dog VA's idea of min-max in optimized actions as part of neurotyping along technical or artistic thinking? Technical. Definitely technical. Min-maxing is a very technical thing. I mean, I don't know Sea-Dog VA's take exactly. I haven't listened to what he has to say about it, but it sounds like a very technical. My brother Shade is very into min-maxing. I would definitely put him in the human computer category, if not the technician category. Right under it.
Ah, 125? 125.
Culex with $10 for the Gunt and favorite Gorillaz song. My favorite Gorillaz song, I mean, Clint Eastwood is like one of the most influential songs on me ever, so it's hard not to immediately answer that. That's it. We're done. We're concluding the raffle. All right, everybody. No more super chats. If anything, if anybody super chatted before I said that,
check PayPal real quick.
But yeah. I'm just about to. I'm writing his name down. Jonah Need $5. Ralph will make another. He will make an amazing Down the Rabbit Hole, and every other type of video about an internet person that could possibly exist. Let's check. Okay, we've got the PayPal. We've got a payment of $2. This one's pending. Why is it pending? Well,
we need you in the house, Mrs. Anderson.
It's from MNNM again, so write down MNNM and put that in.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna spin you. Oh right. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're doing it.
Okay.
Alright.
Which, we're doing the Digi first, or
yeah,
the...
we're gonna go for the Digi stuff. Right. Well, actually, we'll do like half the Digi shirts, then we'll do the runner-up prize.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys gotta actually put the shirts.
Well, I just have like 12 of them. I've got like a Scooby-Doo shirt full of this beanie. It's my favorite thing. That's good. Alright. Are you faster with your arms now? It's been good. Alright, this is it. This is one of the boxes. I'm gonna pull it out and hand it to me. Alright, and this says
Cypherpunk. Your $300 has done you well.
Whichever they're piled up.
Alright. Cypherpunk wins this.
The Mio Akiyama Hokago Tea Time K-On shirt. Probably my favorite to actually wear out of all of these.
Very comfortable fabric.
It just looks really good. It's not like, the graphics not like on top of the
Yeah, I'm just kind of folding it up with the side of it. Next one. Then spin.
We okay? I think
spin
so.
on your own. Pretend I'm going spin.
Except for Karen
Ooh,
here.
okay.
Spin,
Now,
spin.
while you're dizzy,
Poor kid.
grab
Mr. Swanson,
grab the thing.
could you take this boy and bury him someplace near, but not too near, of course.
Still got, oh, that's one.
Charles,
Okay.
help me with the body.
We need to get this place cleaned up. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw.
Already taken
Oh, this
care
is
of.
ZMD13.
ZMD13.
ZMD13. What does he want?
The Heian Grump.
Wow.
Which is another of my favorite. This one is the original Heian Grump shirt.
We need to get moving.
Very cool. Very fun to wear
We should
around.
start looking for
Very
another
based
cab.
and
We ain't
cool.
thinking big enough,
Woo,
Arthur.
been
You
spent.
ain't seeing the vastness of our
Spin like this plane's propeller.
I'm not sure I get you. You will, son. You will. Meet me near the trolley station. We got work.
Z and D13.
Z and D13 again.
13 with the Haruko versus the world shirt. Big time.
He donated a lot.
Is that a Scott Pilgrim reference?
It is a Scott
It is.
Pilgrim
Movie based.
Really?
Yeah, versus the world of the art.
That's Z and D13 with 2 pieces of priceless merch so far.
That's crazy, yo.
Incredible luck.
Simon and you be lucky.
Chopped his head off. Tried to kill the lot of us.
What that do be? Let's see. We've got, God damn it, whatever it says.
Oh Jesus, that is Shots Machine 33.
Shots Machine 33.
33.
You win this Fooey Cooey shirt.
Fooey Cooey.
Ooh, I like that.
Wow, very good.
Really cool.
Spin.
I spin.
You spin. All right, grab that's the ticket.
Remember, any winners here, just hit up ASC Presents on Twitter or Instagram to DM your address. We can mail it out to you. Shipping will be covered. JNES! JNES won something.
The Fooly Cooly shirt with my Mimi and the Never Knows Best cigarette.
Woo!
Amazing. What a cool shirt, dude.
Cigarettes are cool.
Cigarettes are very cool.
Cigarettes are fooly cooly.
We'll cut the 2 raffle footages into the next one, basically.
Make it rain on me again when you're done.
Tasteless.
Tasteless.
All right.
Oh,
You have
tasteless.
won the Lucky Ava shirt, which is pretty fucking tasteless. So I have to say I'm happy that it went
All right,
to
hold
you.
on. Next box. Different box.
All right.
Different
do the
box. The runner-up for the
Let's
raffle.
see who gets cucked out of Ralph's shirt and is stuck with the cursed object.
This is Zonk. Remember, in true Price is Right fashion, if you get this Zonk, an alien species of whatever amoeba she left on the shirt are going to intercept you and turn you trans.
What you been
Or
up
they're
to?
gonna infiltrate you. Yeah, they're gonna this shirt will pink pill you.
I rather fancied Australia. A similar kind of people to us.
The fuck did he say? They can't write.
It's XOE, Zoe.
Oh, XOE, Zoe.
No,
You've won the Digibro Mewtwo shirt. The cursed runner-up.
Zoe wasn't entered in both contests, and that shirt was in both contests, so it's almost like it was destined. Zoe, you were following the shirt all through.
Money in Australia.
All right.
Cattle and feed. Why flinch now? You never have done before.
Give me the paper.
Yeah,
This is for the Pinkie Pie Party Hard shirt.
Wow, oh boy.
Ooh.
Cypherpunk.
Cypherpunk!
It was
2.
worth all those donations. You got the best fucking shirt. Incredible.
Wow, I wish I had another bloody pony.
Who doesn't?
I wish I had a shirt with Andrew WK on it.
All right, pull.
Thomas Angst.
Thomas Angst.
Finally.
You fucking deserve it.
The
And you got the
$200.
Totozilla shirt, which is the actual best shirt out of all these. Extremely comfortable.
You said that like
I love the option.
Yeah, they're all the best shirts.
They're all really good shirts. These are like the best shirts that
All right,
that Digibro
Thomas,
ever had.
This is the shirt that will come with Mint Salad's original concept artwork sketches from Bargain Witch, because you deserve that shit.
Absolutely.
Mint, spin until I get back. It's gonna be the big spin. Just keep spinning.
It's spin salad.
Spin out of control.
It makes me really happy that the only 2 shirts I would have missed were the ones going to like the super high roller donators. Like,
She was almost too easy to grab that last one. Whoa, okay. It's a long piece of paper. It must be a long name. Suspicious Narwhal.
Suspicious Narwhal has won the Gundam shirt. Get that fucking.
That's kind of
Gundam
sus,
out.
bro.
Hell yeah. This is deeply based, and everywhere you go that there are mech fans, you will be asked, where can I find that shirt?
And you'll have to be like, you can't find it.
You can't find this
Get
shirt.
fucked.
This is priceless merchandise I'm wearing right
Priceless
now.
merchandise.
It seems like a shirt that's
Priceless merchandise.
It's like a shirt that seems like it should exist commonly everywhere, but doesn't exist anywhere at all.
Alright, this is the demonetized, not suitable for most advertisers shirt.
Yes, the
Grab
long
that
sleeve,
shit.
the only long sleeve in our contest.
Yes, this is for the Cold Boys.
Logo. Remember that thing?
Thomas Angst.
Thomas
Won
Angst!
the demonetized hoodie. Excellent. Doesn't matter if we're, long sleeve.
Long sleeve shirt.
It doesn't matter how demonetized we get when we have Thomas Angst throwing all that money
That is
at us.
true.
Through PayPal.
Not suitable for most advertisers.
Yeah, neither are we. So thank you again.
This is going to be the last of the Digi shirts.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait a minute.
What?
I think we need to pull for the Ralph shirt because he's not interesting or important enough to end the stream on.
Okay,
That's fair.
Okay.
Get fucked, loser.
All right.
Here, I want to shake this one.
All right, this is for the...
Just like his mom did.
Let me be Ralph about it.
You're still a little high
You're a little
up.
tall,
You might want to, like...
man.
You might, yeah, the beanie was adding, like, a... There you go. That seems about right. You could almost maybe reach Bird's shirt.
You're
from
shaking
that.
it a little too effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of your muscles look atrophied.
All right. Let's see. This is so fucking funny, you guys. No amount of Ralph trying to monetize this on his gay talk show for the next, like, 8 months will be anywhere as funny as selling this fucking garbage shirt that says white trash on it that he ripped while we were all being white trash. This is terrific and excellent. To be fair, I identify as black and therefore not involved in the white trash. I'm just trash. I'm very multicultural trash. So you get it.
Oh my gosh! Didn't she win the runner-up
She also
too?
won the
Wow!
runner-up. Or they won the runner-up. So.
It's the runner-up and the winner.
So you cleaned house. You got lucky this time.
I don't know. Luck, bad luck, good
The
luck.
Great Magnet.
It was both. You got the yin and the yang here. You got all of it.
Well, you got the
You have the priceless merchandise.
I mean, you're gonna need one to ward the other. Like.
Yup. Yeah, you really do. They come like a box set now.
It
You
seems
know?
like it. It seems like you can't get one to show up without the other. In fact.
Right. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy work on it. I can't wait for her to be on the kill stream all year.
That's so fucking
I'm sure their audience can't either.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the audience that wants an ex-Jimmy girl dating yeah, whatever. I don't. An ex.
Get it right,
something.
Riley.
That audience won't try.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not over here yet.
They're very uncomfortable people.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
agree.
This is fucking it.
The final
This is the
shirt.
last shirt.
The last
right here.
Morgan shirt by warrant of its finality.
This is the Omo Cat.
I don't know why we're getting so many
Super
repeats.
adorable.
I guess some people just put in a ton of names.
Some people put in a lot of names.
All right, ZNDX3.
Yep, ZND.
You got it.
Roman numeral 13. You've won another shirt. Congratulations.
Okay, fine, ZND13.
That is a fine shirt. Dude.
And
Terrific
yeah,
shirt.
that's
What is
it.
that from?
Let me pull just for the occasion. I am gonna pull another shirt out of the Ethan Ralph box, so we can send you one of my Ethan Ralph is really short shirts.
Oh, awesome.
Because that's how I want to end the stream.
Yeah, perfect.
Shake that shit, spin. Spin around.
Somebody's getting a lucky special extra.
Yeah,
This is bonus content.
everyone here will sign it and Sharpie on it, so if you have it for more than time, we punch Ethan in the face. And it's going to...
It's going to... How do you spell? It's whatever Need, the one whose last name was Need, N-I-E-D.
Johan?
Jonah?
Maybe Jonah? Oh, is it Jonah? That's his Johan.
That's Jonah.
Jonah Need.
I remember I was
Y'all
thinking
have
Jonas
y'all have
Steve.
dyslexia. This says J-O-H-A-H.
I wrote all of these.
Joha?
So it's
my
Jonah.
N's are bad.
Oh,
Jonah
Need.
Reed.
So if you
Jonah
won,
Need.
if you won any of these
Jonah
things, especially if you won this one, tell me what size you want, because we have. What do we
Yeah,
have?
we can make that custom.
What sizes do we have? We
should
have all the
of them,
sizes.
so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anything from small up.
We like to buy T-shirts and print funny jokes on them, so.
Well, maybe we don't have 2X. So anything from small to XL.
Sure, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter at ASC Presents. Yeah, everybody who won something, message me. I'm gonna go through all the messages tomorrow. In the next couple days in case somebody that one didn't finish the
We
stream.
can make this rain on you, but I'm not counting it this time. There's
Or
two
count them and
fucking
then make
days.
it rain on me.
I know there's at least 250 just from the 2 donations that were made by...
For further reference, if you're going to do another one of these raffles, isn't there like an electronic way to do this?
That's not fun.
Nah, it's more fun to have a bunch
All right,
of
we
papers.
want that money shot. Get closer with that camera. Yeah. Bird, do a little victory lap. Say your final thoughts about Ethan Ralph before we drop no lip service and shut the fuck up about our lives.
I just don't know. Like, we really did give him every opportunity to not come here and get the shit kicked out of him. We really didn't want to do it, but he came into our house. We
This is
didn't
what
have
fun
any
to
other
go.
option. This is hundreds of dollars raining over me right now.
Yeah.
Like.
But it's a shitty stream because we only had 100 people.
Remember? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Remember, we only had 100 streams on the main.
I'm selling priceless merchandise. Like both of those people are clowns and never take anything they say seriously. They're just.
Like, it's not cool to be poor online forever. He's 35 and he's on Trovo.
What even is Trovo?
Bro, I can't fucking even, you guys. This is not a role model. That really is like pretty much the last thing I have to say about it. I'll make fun of him through memes on Twitter, of course, because he's 5'2" or less.
I heard 4'3".
I was hearing like 3 foot earlier. I was hearing he was like shrinking by the hour. All right. Well, shall we go ahead and wrap up this live stream then?
All right. Any final words?
Thank you, everyone. This has been honestly a lot of fun, extremely successful. I'm very hyped and excited.
There's a fake Ethan Ralph in the chat saying someone's getting my thumbs, and I'm not 5'1". How many times do I have to tell you?
I'm sorry. It's 3-2. I apologize.
3-2.
Excuse me.
All right. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.